and I'm gonna get everyone on my side. And he points at me. I'm gonna talk to him because he's black and he's a brother. And he looked at Ian. And he was like, and he looks like he reads books, so I gotta give him a book, and we good. So
Fucking crazy.
That's so good.
Waffle House.
And
He looks like he reads books is so
did
fucking
clock
funny.
your ass. He did clock your ass.
That's a really nice way to call someone educated.
He looks like he reads books.
Yeah. All I gotta
That's
do
not-
is give him
but
a
we-
book,
and you know that's not what he was implying. You know,
But you were quirked up white boy that reads books.
He's a quirked up white boy.
Quirked up white boy with a little bit of sauce who reads books sometimes.
a little bit of
Little bit of
sauce,
sauce,
but sometimes
nuts.
you get
Waffle House.
Is he goaded with the swag? It's up to the jury.
But
And he
God
wonders why
forbid
I drink.
catch God.
All my literate white homies stand up.
Can we just play the damn game?
This episode goes out to all the literate white homies and that's staying in the episode. That was recorded. Okay,
Oh God.
so let's do a little bit.
USA, but in like a
Right.
liberal way.
Let's get everybody into character. I'm gonna do a little rolly, and everybody's gonna answer a question about their stupid character. Your characters aren't stupid. I'm so sorry. All right.
Don't call me stupid.
We rolled 85. I think we've rolled 85 on this before. Okay. What if your character went to college, and we're gonna go start at the top and then go down. Also, I just realized something. Doe, can you change your name in Discord back to Doe, because you changed your name and that
Sorry.
shuffled up everything.
Sorry. I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry.
Skippy Dingle Chalk is hilarious. I need you to change it back to Doe because it shuffled everything up. And
Okay,
just
but I'm
now
not gonna be
realizing.
happy about it.
You don't have to.
I'm not gonna be happy about
There
it.
we go. We're all back. Okay. You don't have to. You just have to do it. So, okay, we're gonna start We're gonna start in Discord because that makes it easier. Top left, reading style. So, Bry/Darnell, what did your character major in when they went to college?
So funny enough, Darnell first majored in exercise science. Like they wanted to be a personal trainer, and then a certain life event happened that kind of made things go in a different direction and went towards a medical field. So it was a sudden change, but something that he fully committed to. Life throws us in different directions.
All right. Next up, Lulu.
She majored in psychology with a specialized focus in neuroscience and psychotherapy, and she minored in biology.
Marcus.
It's literally my backstory. I went and studied for archaeology. Graduated magna cum laude. Don't not to brag or anything, but yeah, I studied archaeology like full. I guess if I had to take a minor, I went to college in like 1970, so I don't know.
Interpretive dance?
Economics.
Okay.
Trickle down economy.
You were like, let's see if Reagan is onto something. Who is the current president? I need everybody to remember that. It's very important.
Oh, okay, that's good to know.
Michael Stevens,
yeah.
what did you major in college before going into the FBI?
Okay. I majored in criminal law. Always wanted to join the FBI, so immediately in college I joined their criminal justice program and finished with a master's.
Okay. Next up, Alejandro Garcia.
I originally went for chemistry, and after the birth of my daughter, I decided to get more into genetics, and I became very close with one of the other professors at the current university I work at to continue working on genetics.
Okay. So you were a poor, unfortunate soul who had a child in college. I pray for you.
No, definitely had a child after college.
Okay, so you did chemistry, then had the child, and then went back to
Yes,
college. Okay.
my child is 13, so it's not. I graduated like 20 plus years ago.
Okay, word. All right, and then finally, let's talk about the elephant in the room. Richard Thompson.
You're
Before,
calling me fat?
no, I'm calling your character significant. You look good though. You look good. I noticed your chop. All right.
Yeah.
So,
Appreciate it.
this might be our last memory of your character. Maybe, maybe not. Only we know. But what did they go to college for, if he went to college at all? Because you're the only one here who's like strictly not a educated person, I guess.
Nope, did not go to college. Didn't even finish high school, actually. Lied about his age to get into the army at 16. And back then it was very easy to do.
So you were like ready to get rid of the Viet Cong.
100%.
Okay. Just making sure the timeline. Actually,
Wow.
you might have been in the Korean War, actually.
Yeah.
Richard might have been in the Korean War. He might be that old.
Korean War, Viet War.
This is off to a
Tried
great start.
to join World War II, but it was already over by the time he was 16. Just ended.
Okay. Yes, it was. Okay. I guess that's enough. Little preamble. Everybody's in the character's mindset. Let's get into it. So, the last time that we saw this group of agents, they were in a firefight in a Motel 6 in between Jackson, Tennessee, and a cult compound of Ashramist Christians. They had just gotten through with looking over a crime scene and a body, and this body was not quite right. There were things wrong with its anatomy. There were things wrong with the gunshots, and all clues led them to Tennessee from Chicago. In this Motel 6, they were ambushed by two trench coat wearing individuals who attacked them with guns, and then after the guns didn't work, their own claws and teeth. During this fight, I believe Marcus dispatched one by just closing his eyes and squeezing the trigger into the back of one, and Michael Stevens from the parking lot sent a volley of machine gun fire into the other, as it was standing over Luann ready to clobber her. But during this fight, something rather significant happened. The most seasoned veteran among all of you, Richard Thompson, had his throat slashed by one of these individuals. And the fate of Richard Thompson has been up in the air for a month now. So, I guess, who's going to act first in this situation? You're at the Motel 6, the battle just ended. Richard's bleeding out on the floor.
I'm currently outside, so I wouldn't know the state of Richard at the moment.
Yes. I believe
me neither.
Lulu's the only one who would know.
Then I will go and check the body.
You're gonna check the body. Okay?
Yep.
You put your fingers up to its neck or its wrist to feel for a pulse. You're waiting.
It is crazy.
You're waiting for a second. There's a pulse. He's still alive. Richard,
Let's go.
what is your constitution score?
Hold on.
No, Richard's.
Hold on.
I'm talking to Val.
Oh.
What's your constitution score?
Scared me.
It is a 14.
You have 14 minutes until he bleeds out and dies.
Oh,
So, Lulu,
interesting.
he's still alive. He's gurgling on his own blood. Richard, are you doing anything while you're on the ground?
Man, that's a great question.
The stanky one.
No, it hasn't been invented yet. He's doing the Charleston.
The unmute just to say that's crazy.
Wait, what were the dances in the 80s? Did they have the Tootsie Roll at that point, or was that the 90s?
I think it did.
That's 90s.
They did not have the Tootsie Roll. I'm a fool, I'm a fool. Right?
No,
But Luke... Yeah. Wait, what did you say?
The only thing I would think about doing in this one is probably like stop the bleeding as much as I could.
Okay.
And try to keep cautious.
Okay.
So
Can I?
definitely have my
Can I?
hand
Yes?
Can I check and see if he is like sound enough to where he can like talk or like for a second?
Make a let's see, his medical check. Yeah, make a medicine check or a surgery check. Just flat out.
Okay.
Yeah.
Remind me one more time how the rolls work because it's been a minute.
You roll a D100 and you're trying to get underneath your score. So, for instance, for instance, Darnell has a 70 in surgery. He would need to roll under a 70 to succeed at surgery.
Okay, gotcha. Thank you. That is a 40.
A 40. Does that win? Does that beat your medicine score?
Yeah, my medicine score is 60.
Okay. So, the information that you gather is he's conscious still. He's like limply trying to grab for his neck after you like picked his arm up. He's like trying to reach for it. But there is no way that he can talk. And from your medical expertise, you don't know if he ever will again.
Oh.
So, everyone else, what are y'all doing while she's checking out the body? And also, does anyone have a human int score that is higher than 50?
Yeah, I have a 60.
You have a 60? Okay, you would know somebody's called the cops at this point. That's what's at the front of your mind, is that the cops are probably on the way.
Right. We came in our van, right?
In one van, one DeLorean, and I believe one other person drove a personal. Is that right?
Okay.
I was in
Okay.
the van.
Yeah, I drove the agency car.
Van.
And I drove the agency car, and Alejandro drove his
DeLorean.
supercar, whatever he's got.
All right, so just the van and the DeLorean are the vehicles you're working with.
Yeah, and the agency car, because I brought that.
Okay, so that's 3. Yeah. Okay, so yeah, the squad, or not the squad, but the FBI car, the van, and the DeLorean. So you're thinking the cops are on the way. Lulu, are you like beckoning everyone to come back?
Yeah, I'm basically not really beckoning. She's kind of screaming. Get the fuck in here! Basically, just trying to gather everyone, mostly Darnell, because Lulu's not a surgeon. She only knows how brains work, and Darnell's like about that shit, and so she's looking for him specifically.
All right.
If I hear Lulu calling out to me, I immediately like just run in and see what's going on.
Okay.
Yeah.
I almost
Also,
slipped and called you Denzel. I'm so sorry.
Okay,
'cause it's
you're
stuck in my
That's gonna
head.
haunt you forever. That's gonna haunt you for the rest of your life.
I'm gonna
Okay.
make it canon that Denzel Washington is distant cousin or whatever.
My cousin's hitting it pretty big on the theater scene right now.
That's my cousin. Anyway.
I also hear her screaming, and I'm gonna, before I run over there, I'm gonna grab my first aid kit out of the back of my car.
Okay.
The agency car. Bring it with me.
Everyone else, Alejandro, Marcus, what are y'all doing?
I'm just kind of like recovering.
Okay.
After shooting someone.
Mhm.
So there's definitely a moment where I'm just kind of like eyes kind of open back up, and I kind of hear Lulu in the distance, but there's like a slight like tunnel vision, like looking at the body.
Yes. Make a there's not perception. Do a search check, or I would say like search or forensics, since like just looking at the body. Do a check for me.
Ooh, search it is.
Okay.
That is a 46 as a success.
Okay. You're looking at this body, and like your eyes focus on parts of it. It fell down on its back. You can see its face. There's something deeply unhuman about this face. So, while you're dealing with that, Alejandro, what did you say that you were gonna do?
I haven't said anything.
Okay, cool.
Do we all know that the cops have been called, or just Mike?
Just the people with a human int score higher than 50 would know the cops are on their way at this point. Like, there's no
Great.
way they're not.
I'll probably also look at the body to see like to attempt to do probably like some kind of forensics on it to see what it is.
Okay, give me a forensics roll while you're doing
Because it's
that.
very good at dodging.
Okay.
Because I didn't hit shit last time.
Yeah.
89, so fail.
This looks, I mean, like in the heat of the moment with the injuries on it, this looks like a human to you.
Great. I'm just gonna kick it in the face
Yeah.
and go to where the screaming's coming from.
All right, so Darnell, you run in, you burst in, you see. This is the first time you see Richard. Richard is like loosely grabbing at the neck, bleeding, gushing blood. What's your first reaction? You're the surgeon. Really? You're who everyone's been thinking about for a month. Your reaction to this?
As I'm seeing all of this, you see like all the panic and things, everything kind of just drop, and they just reach their hand into their pouch and kneel to the side of like where the wound is, and you see that they take out like one of their scalpels, and like they kind of rummage around in that pouch that they have with a bunch of medical stuff, and they take out a thread and needle, and just they look at you, and they just say, "I'm going to try to stitch this up. Lulu, get me a light or something, or help me move him. It's not going to be fun."
Got it.
And maybe tell him to bite on something. And I want to, like, with that light that she ends up putting closer to the side of me, I want to try to, like, use whatever in the room, like cover, sheets or whatever, to like clog it up and to make it clot, and then eventually try to like stitch up the exact wound.
Roll
Like
the
a very
surgery check.
botched job.
Wow.
Roll
Yeah.
that's a good. I like with the headset. You've been thinking about this. Roll a surgery check.
Yeah, I have.
If you
Okay.
fail this, we're no longer gonna be friends.
Fuck.
Was that in character?
No,
Okay.
just like in general.
But don't tell us the result yet.
That
Don't tell you. No. Keep it to yourself.
okay.
Richard, this
Okay.
might be your last moment alive. What are you hallucinating?
Ooh.
Tell me what you're hallucinating. Richard's lying there. He might be dying. What does he see?
This isn't the first. This isn't his first time close to death. That's for sure.
Mm-hmm.
I've been in the war and in many different wars. Honestly, just those that the U.S. were involved in.
He loves killing.
And was it?
I said he loves some killing.
He does. This wouldn't be his first time close to death. So, for a moment, he thinks back to all those times, however many times it might have been, lying there, either bleeding out, or suffocating, or almost being blown up. Just a number of many different ways that he could have gone. Then for a brief passing, he thinks about the reason he even joined the army in the first place. Thinks about an old man in a house somewhere, in an old folks' home somewhere. He might not have been the best father, one of the reasons why he left so young, but he was a dad to him nonetheless. Taught him the things that he needed to learn, and the one moment that would come to him in this moment is the one time he was actually a dad, not just a father, like an actual dad to him.
Mm-hmm.
Holding him when he was 5 years old after his mother passed. And that's all he thinks about.
Damn, why is it actually making me cry? What the fuck?
Darnell,
Jesus.
what was the result of that roll?
37.
Roll a d4.
my D4? Okay. 4.
Richard, you are yanked from this blissful, lovely memory back into the reality that is your life. With 4 hit points regained, you yank back up. You're conscious again. You are fully conscious because the best surgeon in the damn world is currently got like wrist deep in your neck trying to put you back together.
Move. Just give me a second. And you see they quickly take out their scalpel and use whatever was remaining to like clog up the blood, probably a bed sheet or something, and just cuts it really quickly and tries to make like a gauze around where that is.
Yes.
And takes the remaining like excess of it and like does a couple of loops and just tries to like get you up and just at a certain point I'm gonna need to clean that, but for now this is the best I can do.
This actually is that point. You've got... Okay. Michael, you know this. From where you are right now, like in the world, you're 30 minutes away from a police station. You have 30 minutes until the cops show up, unless you might get unlucky, and there might have been just a cop nearby, just on the road.
Yeah, so I'm just gonna go ahead and address the group. Say, guys, look, can he walk? Is he okay?
Wait, who's hurt?
What?
He doesn't know.
Can he walk? Is he okay?
Yeah.
Oh, well, we were all in the room, are we not?
Not yet. He's in the hallway,
I
like,
was
staring at a body.
Yeah, I snapped out of it. Who's hurt? What's going on?
Oh, Richard!
Covered
He's
in
on the
blood.
ground. Anyway.
You don't even want to know.
Anyway, Marcus, do you think he can walk, or are we gonna have to carry him? We've got about, I don't know, 15, 20 minutes, maybe a little more until the police show up. We just fired on a full motel. Okay? We don't have much time. We gotta figure out what we're gonna do here.
Well, I mean, if he can walk, then we can do that. But the other thing is we need to get rid of these bodies, correct?
I believe so.
Okay. All right, so
I am
need
not touching that thing.
I don't want to.
I'll touch it. It's okay. I'll do it.
I look over at Alejandro. You know, you're a chemist, aren't you?
I claim to be, yes.
What does that
So you know that there's certain chemicals that can get rid of bodies, right? You would be able to have access to them, right?
Yes, if we open the trunk of my car, I did bring some for this exact reason.
Okay. Got it.
I had to make a stop at home for a reason, not just for a baseball bat.
I'm still crying at, what does that mean?
I'm more well known for my genetics, actually.
Okay, Alejandro, roll me a chemistry check to see how long you would need to disappear these bodies and if you could do it in this hotel.
Alright, let's see a 100. 33, critical success.
You could, okay. Throw them bitches in the bathtub, they're gone in 10 minutes.
There's no way.
He's just that good. He rolled a critical success. You
Alright.
You succeed critically when you do that. You have 10 minutes. You can get rid of the bodies if you start now.
And we're playing.
Grabbing.
Yes.
The purpose of our jobs, are we just to like hide this stuff, or do we want to keep some stuff to like investigate, research?
First and foremost, your job is to destroy the unnatural. After that, it's to make sure people don't see the unnatural. And then, if you have time, you investigate. But, who all helps with the bodies? Show of hands. Who all helps with the bodies? You can sit. I don't know if you can walk. Technically, you can walk. You can behave as a person with 4 health points. But you're gonna get a critical hit. And a critical hit means like a permanent wound. Usually you would roll on a table for this, but because of the specificity of it, you're gonna be mute for the rest of your life.
Oh,
Wow.
fuck.
So, to the people that are
That's good
helping with
content.
the body, he can do sign language. To the people helping with your body,
you know.
I need everyone to roll an intelligence check. Only the vets, though, actually. Mike, this one isn't for you. So that would be Marcus and Darnell. Roll an intelligence check for helping with these bodies. Because you're a Delta Green veteran, this will come up.
100.
And this will be...
So I'm rolling under...
Your times 5.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay. What the hell? What the hell?
Mike, do you have any pipe on you or anything like that we could funnel some carbon dioxide into this room as well?
Wait, sorry, you need what?
Do you have a pipe you can attach to a car?
I'll allow it.
No,
Allow it.
I have... What do you mean a pipe I could attach to a car? I could take
Turn
the
the car.
tailpipe
Have
off
you
of
not
my
heard
car.
of a car suicide?
Car suicide!
Well, yeah.
We're going to
but
slow anyone from entering this room to buy extra time.
I don't keep PVC pipe in my car.
You can... Whoever has the highest crafting roll can do a crafting check if they want to help make that.
Just rip a
Okay.
Or
rain
just-
gutter.
Yeah, or just rip the rain gutter. This is doable.
Alright.
It just takes
Well,
somebody
I
to do it and
can't.
take extra time.
I
But
can't. I have 0% craft. I'm a dummy.
it might not be a craft. It might just be a rip a rain gutter and see what happens. But like it would somebody can dedicate their time to that. In this 30 minutes, it would take 5 minutes to get the rain gutter off. So we'll come back to that.
82 for...
82 for you.
Yeah, 82 out of 85.
Oh, you made it. Okay. And Marcus?
29 out of a 75.
Both of you, when putting these bodies away, there are obvious differences in a human body. Now that you're getting a close look, these eyes are not human eyes. They look like something you'd pull out of a dog. But the facial structure, the height, the hair, you've worked with these men before in Delta Green. They're not quite human anymore. They don't look the same. But you have worked with them before. With your lower... Actually, in Delta Green, the game system, the closer you roll to your score, like, let's say you have an 85, you roll an 82, that means you did really, really well for not a critical success. Because only somebody with that high of expertise could roll an 82 and succeed. So, you remember their names as well. One of the men is Caucasian, and he has a crew cut, like, not a crew cut, he's got a buzz cut, and his name is James. The other one is a Japanese gentleman, and his name is Pat. And you've worked with these men before in previous operations. So, do with that information what you will. Lulu, what are you doing during all this?
I'm hanging back with Richard, making sure. Well, Richard and was Darnell helping out with the bodies?
Yes. Right now.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay. I was just taking a shit ton of notes, so I was just making sure.
Okay.
I'm hanging back with Richard, making sure he's doing all right.
Does anyone call Jackie? Does anyone let your hand?
Oh, I'll do it.
Okay. So, you know Jackie's number, just because. I'd say the rest of you would have to use your beeper, but Lulu knows Jackie's number. So, you call her on the motel phone. She picks up.
Hold on. Hold that thought. I gotta let my cat out. I'll be right back.
Holding the thought, letting the cat out of the bag.
Yeah.
Also, Michael, do you do the pipe thing with a rain gutter?
Sure.
Okay.
I don't know what I'd roll for it, but...
It's not. This one, we'll just say it's not a roll. It's just a time sink. It's you spend 5 minutes on that, and so yeah, I'm gonna say after the pipe is down, we're 5 minutes in. I'm gonna roll a check now to see if a cop is gonna come early, and I'm not gonna tell you what it is. Okay, so you're 5 minutes in. Lulu, you call Jackie. She picks up after 3 rings. Hello, who is this? Sounds like she just woke up.
Your best friend, Lulu?
Shit, what happened?
Okay. I know this is gonna sound bad, but we had a little bit of a problem, but we had a man down, but we're taking care. He's not gonna be able to talk for a little bit, but that's okay. We're handling it. The police are on their way, but I promise we're handling it. Don't worry about it. Just want to let you know.
What? Who attacked you?
That's kind of they're like these creature-looking things, not quite human, but kind of human at the same time.
Oh, roll a humans. Roll a humans.
Hold on.
Holding. Dancing. Walking. Rearranging.
I'm not cool.
furniture.
I'm not cool like some people, so I don't have 2 monitors. Anyway, it was human int, right?
Yes.
Oh boy. That's a natural 0.
Wait, oh, critical fumble? That, like, so all zeros, right? Like, double, like on your D100?
Yeah.
Okay. You rolled a critical fumble. You ascertain no information from her pause. And she says, okay, get rid of those bodies if you can.
Yeah, they're getting rid of them now.
Who's down?
Richard. Wanna say hi?
You just said he couldn't talk. He can't say hi back.
I know, I'm just fucking with you. Anyways.
Don't fuck with me right now, Lulu! She's like, you hear her,
Sorry.
you hear a lighter, like in the background. You hear it flick, flick, flick. She says,
Sorry.
okay.
Sorry. Couldn't help it.
Are you gonna need me to send a cleaner crew, or do you guys have it?
We got it.
Okay.
We're good.
Can he continue with the mission? And Val, I'm gonna let you decide this right now. You have the opportunity to gain another 1d4 HP, and that will be the HP that you have for the remainder of the operation if you stick with Richard.
Can I just do a bit where it's like I put my hand over the receiver and I'm like, hey Richard, Jackie wants to know if you can still do the mission?
Val, this is up to you. Do you continue with Richard in his current state, or do we switch to the backup?
Nah, let's stay with Richard.
Oh, that's good television.
He a dog.
How do you signal with no
Absolute
voice?
cinema.
Cinema.
Absolute cinema. I just grumble. I'm like, I take a
he's
deep
good.
breath and then I get up and I start helping fucking what's your name? What's his name? Fucking Michael, because he looks like he's struggling with the pipe.
Okay, you can't do a lot right now. We'll get into the mechanics of that later. But
Yes.
yeah, you do what you can. You also have a bullet in your shoulder. Not as important, but it's there. It will be treated probably in the van. But he says he's okay. Back on the phone.
Yeah, he's good. He's alright.
Okay. Continue with the mission. Check in with me when you get to the compound. And now that you're close, I can give you proper directions. Do you have a pen and pad?
Yeah, and then she just kind of like opens up the drawer and just takes out a Bible and a pen.
Okay. Yep, you take a King James Bible out of the drawer. And because that's so good. Every motel has a King James Bible. That's so good.
I'll just scroll over it on top of John 3:16 or
Let's
something.
go. She says, hop on 412.
412?
There's a sign that'll say, there's an exit that'll go to Friendship. 5 miles after that sign, there will be a dirt road on the right. Turn down that road, follow it for 20 miles. You'll end up at the compound.
Yep. Okay.
Okay. Keep me updated with the pager. You know the codes.
Don't worry, I do. Bye, Jackie. Love you. Kisses.
Hangs up on Jackie. Alright. Back to Alejandro. We're 10 minutes in. The car suicide is ready. And the bodies are full. They're swirling down the drain.
Goodbye, things. We all ready to head out, or we want to go back to bed?
Oh, we're leaving.
That's
We're leaving.
The sun is like just now rising. So
This
y'all
area is kind of a danger zone for us, so we should probably head out.
okay.
I'm gonna grab Richard by the shoulder and start helping him out to the van, and then we're going.
Okay. So, the camera, it's a wide shot from above. Everybody, like, people are poking their heads out of their motel windows now, like, just now that the guns have stopped for a full, like, 10 minutes. And, like, looking around, we just see everybody limping or sprinting to their vehicles, hopping in and driving off as the sun just comes up a little bit in the west. And police sirens arrive right after you leave.
3 inconspicuous vehicles.
The most inconspicuous
They'll
vehicles
never
ever.
know.
They'll never.
van,
It's more of
car,
a
and a
okay.
DeLorean.
It's more of a y'all pull out, y'all are off screen, and when you're off screen, you don't exist in a movie. And then a cop car just comes screeching. How are you doing that? A cop car just comes screeching in, drifting onto the road.
It's just like,
All right, so let's cut because there's one more check that needs to be made on Richard. You can do a surgery. So in Delta Green, to recover HP, you can do a surgery check for 1d4, and that's like putting the body back together. Then you do a medicine check, and this is cleaning wounds and applying the right prescriptions, and that's also for another d4. After that, you can only regain HP by resting in a hospital bed, and only if you roll a successful Constitution save. So the max HP Richard can have for the rest of this adventure, unless you throw him in a hospital and wait for a few days, is 8 HP.
Can I help him in this endeavor?
No, you're making the medicine
Like
check.
help him cool the wound. Oh, I'm making.
You're the
Great,
doctor.
I got you. Dog.
You're the
I
doctor.
got you. Yeah, I got you.
he's a surgeon.
He
I
is a
am
surgeon.
A surgeon.
I am a surgeon.
Me when I'm in the water. I am a sturgeon.
Yeah, the bid died.
Thank
The
you.
bid died last session.
I'm gonna cut you saying that out so that way the audience thinks I'm funny.
I'll
Alright.
make a call check, dude. It's
Okay. Silencing women during Pride Month is crazy.
It's not Women
I
Month!
rolled
What? You rolled a what?
7. I rolled super good. 17
17.
out of 85.
Roll the d4
Oh,
to
out of
see.
70.
Roll 17 out of 70. Roll a d4 to see how much HP Richard is going to be walking around with for the rest of the mission. Okay! This is best case
I'm just
scenario.
locking in. I'm just locking in. As you're like whoever. I'm guessing you're in the back with me, so everyone gives me space to actually like work on you. And it is just the entire time Darnell's face is very blank and muted, but as they're becoming more and more successful, you just see a slight smile as they're just putting you back together and enjoying it.
Alright. Richard, we're just gonna say for the sake of this game, this might not have been fully rules as written. Rules as written, Richard would have been just gone in the wind, but we like to have fun around here.
Yeah.
So we did that, and that was awesome. So, Richard, you can just do things now. Everything but talk.
Fair enough.
Fair enough. That's what a slash through the neck will get you.
I stand by that.
Mm-hmm.
I stand by my decisions.
So, let's talk about mechanics. You guys did not get a full night's sleep and are now exhausted, but there's ways to mitigate this. You can do legal drugs such as chain smoking cigarettes, chugging coffee, or booze and get 1d6 hours of not having the exhaustion penalty. Or you can do illegal drugs such as cocaine, amphetamines, and heroin to get 2d6 hours of not having the exhaustion penalty. You can do this multiple times a day, but every time after the first, you will take willpower damage. So, if you don't do this and you stay exhausted, you will have a 20-point penalty to all skill checks. So, we're gonna go down the line of who does drugs and who doesn't, and what drugs they do. So, Lulu, you're first. I'm doing this off of the overlay this time. Are you gonna do substances to stay capable?
In honor of Sabrina Carpenter's new album, I will drink an espresso.
Okay. Lulu chugs coffee. Roll 1d6.
What's a Sabrina Carpenter? This is 1987.
Is that related to that Jesus fella who was also a carpenter? Or is that related to the guy that made The Thing, the movie that came out last year? Okay.
Carpenter, I hardly know her. It was a 2.
Alright, you've got 2 hours of functioning facilities until you'll need to either re-up or just accept that you're gonna be tired. We'll say that y'all stop at a Dunkin' on the way. Next up, Michael.
Dang, this in the 80s?
Yeah, I'm just gonna go with the coffee.
Going with coffee as well, alright. Roll me a d6.
Three.
Okay, 3 hours. Richard.
Man, as a retired CIA agent who's around the cocaine crisis, I have my share.
Let's go.
Just in case you kill an innocent guy and you have to sprinkle something on him, you keep some on you. Okay.
100%.
Okay. You do cocaine in the back of the van. Roll 2d6.
God,
Awesome names to
I'm
put on.
looking at you do this, and I'm just like,
It's like Tom and Jerry. A little bit of powder comes out of his neck when he's.
No, I was gonna say that makes sense
It
because
numbs the pain a little bit.
like drinking and like inhaling stuff through his mouth might be a little bit tricky. So snorting something.
You
that's
snort cocaine
smart.
and like Tom and Jerry style, a little bit of powder comes out of your cut. Okay.
I hit the mic and pick up that noise.
What was the 2d6?
Yeah. That's gonna be 8.
8. You've got 8 hours of functional. You are a trooper. Richard does this shit. All right, Darnell.
Darnell just takes out a pack of cigarettes, and they kind of look at it and just like, usually they're kind of just looking at it, it's like, it'll do, and because they pull out a cigarette and it's just like, I could have rolled it up better, and then just like hits it, wishing it was weed, honestly, and just takes
Let's
a
go.
couple of drags after stitching him up, just like, oh god.
Okay, so we need to get the volume right. So, for this to work, like when y'all say you drink coffee, you drink a bucket of coffee to get this effect. So you get a couple espressos, you get a couple black coffees. To get the effect from cigarettes, it's chain smoking.
You know what? Then light this chimney up. I'm about to
Like this shit. Roll me a d6.
yeah.
And also,
I'm about to-
what brand does Darnell smoke? This is important.
Ooh. You know what?
He strikes me as a Newports guy, but that's just me.
I was gonna say
Not
Newport
sponsored.
would be cool, but I think because of his backstory, Cowboy Killers. It'd be Cowboy Killers. Marlboro Lights. Yeah.
All right.
Cowboy Killers.
He's smoking. He pulls out a pack of Cowboy Killers.
5
5 hours. Marcus.
I will also pull out a pack of cigarettes.
Brand.
Same brand, Marlboro.
Okay.
And I'll like look over to Darnell and just be like, it's, you know, it has the same sort of flavor. and I'll start smoking.
Okay. Roll it.
That's what their slogan is at this time.
Start smoking.
No, come where the flavor is.
Oh, go with the flavor is. I was like,
Just start. Just start.
please smoke. Please smoke. I need to smoke.
Yeah. But honestly, that would work.
Just
on
try
me.
it.
Like,
Hands and knees. God, I'm begging you to smoke cigarettes, please. Don't listen to the doctors. It's not cancer.
It's not cancer. It just makes me cough a little weird.
All
In
right.
this time period, I bet bitches were smoking all the time.
They smoke indoors. You can smoke indoors in the 80s.
Yeah, they smoke indoors.
Your motel room smelled rank. Marcus, what did you get? What was your
What did you
number
get?
on that D6?
Oh, 5.
5 hours. Alright, and
I was about to say good morning.
Alejandro, you're alone in that DeLorean. Nobody can judge you. What drugs do you do, if you do any?
Since I'm used to late nights at the university, being under a lot of pressure, I have a smelling salt machine in my DeLorean that helps me stay awake on the drive home.
Is that illegal? Or is that...
I don't think it would be.
Okay, then this is a legal drug, so this is 1d6.
The quality of it's probably not legal, but
He buys imported smelling salts.
yeah, I buy the fancy stuff to
Bathtub
actually keep me
smelling
awake.
salts.
5 as well.
5 as well. Alright, y'all remember your hours? It's gonna take you an hour to get to this compound from where y'all fell asleep at. So, does anyone do anything on the drive over besides drugs?
I'm reading my comic.
Yeah, you just gotta level yourself. So, who all, noticed that the bodies were unnatural? Show of hands. Just you two? Everybody else was like, it's just shooters?
Yeah.
I don't think I looked closely at them.
Both of you roll a sanity check.
Oh.
Because we did the sanity checks for, off camera, we did sanity checks for, the violence. But this is for unnatural, so roll me a sanity check.
What are we trying to roll under?
Your sanity score, your current sanity score.
Oh.
Okay. Okay,
Yeah.
word.
Yeah.
What'd you get? Wait, tell me you fumbled.
Oh, I fumbled.
Yes!
Total 70. I rolled an 85.
You take 8 points of sanity damage. Are you gonna project this on your bonds? For class at home, when you take sanity damage, it's if you succeed, you take the lowest possible amount, which sometimes is 0, sometimes is 1, and if you fail, you take a die amount. But if you fumble, you take the maximum amount, which is a D8. So, are you gonna project this on your bonds? And what that means is you roll a D4. Whatever that number is, you take that much off the damage, and you remove that score from your bond, and you also take that much in willpower. This is the good stuff. This is why Delta Green rises above Call of Cthulhu for me.
I feel like I have to, because if I don't, that puts me 1 point away from my breaking
And
point.
also, if you take more than 5 at once, you're gonna have to make another sanity check to see if you go temporarily insane.
Okay, so should I go ahead and make another sanity roll?
No, let's see if you can get it under 5 from your projection, if you're gonna project.
Yeah, so I think Marcus went back for this comic, and this may hinder in the future. We'll see.
Yeah.
But while I'm kind of sitting in the passenger seat reading the comic, and I kind of have the window down, smoking my cigarette, I'll kind of get to a point where my ritual of reading this has kind of gotten to the point where I'm kind of bored by it, which is unnatural, and I'm just gonna chuck it out the window. I'm done with it.
Roll a d4.
I'm gonna roll
That's-
the window down.
That's big. God. It's like if I chucked out my iPhone.
3. That puts me at 5.
That puts you at... Okay, that puts you at 5. Roll a sanity check to see if you go temporarily insane.
So, okay. So I have to roll it again from my now current.
From your
one.
current sanity point, which is 5 damage less.
Okay. Where am
I love it. I'm loving every minute of it.
Okay. Well,
Just...
out of a 65, that is a 98. So
I'm not sure how this is gonna manifest. You're manic right now. You are insane. I don't know what you... I'll give you a second to think about that, what you do with that, but you gotta...
Okay.
And we're gonna say this mental break is gonna last until you do something, because it's temporary. It's gonna last until you do something about it. Darnell, what did you get?
I rolled a 53 out of 56.
53 out of
What's that
56.
like?
That's...
What's that
All right. You only take 1 point of sanity damage, which
So
is the minimum amount.
My break. Okay. So that would turn my sanity to 55.
Yes.
now?
Yes. Your
Since
breaking
it's
point
minus
stays
one?
the same, but your
Okay.
but your sanity goes to a 55.
Okay.
So does anyone do anything on the ride there? We're gonna come back to you, Marcus.
I'm gonna do
I
something.
think at a certain point, I think at a certain point, as like the sanity check is kind of materializing, they're kind of just looking at the character's name again. I want to say Charlie. It's not. It's
Wait, who?
Richard.
Oh.
God. At Richard's neck, and then they kind of just look at the scalpel for a second, and they kind of just are just locked in for a certain moment of time, and then almost just shakes off whatever was going on. And they're kind of just like putting their stuff away and trying to just get out of surgeon mode.
Okay.
And continue hitting that cowboy killer.
All right, Lulu. You're in the passenger seat of the van. What are you doing?
Not really anything. She's kind of well, she's not talking, which is paradise for everybody.
Yeah.
She's kind of just sitting in the passenger seat, just keeping her mouth just shut, because now's probably not a good time to try and talk.
Michael, you're driving solo. Is the radio on? And if so, what station?
The radio's not on. I drive in silence.
You drive in pure silence. Do you do anything else? Or do you just sit there like a
No.
psychopath? Everybody says Lulu's the crazy one. You're driving in silence. Richard, you do
I like
anything?
to enjoy the scenery.
Oh, you drive 412 every day. I base this around home. You're passing the safari park right about now. It's not there yet, so you pass a place that will one day have
Grass.
zebras in it. Yeah.
Oh.
Richard, are you doing anything? Thinking about anything?
Probably realizing at this point that I can't talk
Mm-hmm.
because it wouldn't have crossed my mind until now. It's just like trying to and realizing that like no sound is coming out of my mouth.
Maybe one day with like intense surgery, but for the rest of this mission at least, like your vocal cords kind of got ripped. You might be able to like breathe something out, like breathe out a few words, but you cannot form words in the way that like every other English speaker does.
He wasn't much of a talker anyway, so he's just like just realizing that he can't talk. He's kind of like, okay, focus on the mission,
Oh.
and we'll figure it out later.
Yeah.
I hand you a notepad, and I just give it to you. One of my like old like doctor notepads that I usually take, not the one that carries my notes for this mission, but a different one, like a small little pocket one. And I'm just like, you might need this, and hand it over to you.
I just nod and take it.
Okay, Alejandro.
I've tried a couple different radio stations, but time after time, it just nothing is catching my ear down here. It doesn't have my types of music.
Oh yeah, this
So,
is
just
bumfuck
keep swapping.
Tennessee. So it's like country station, classic rock, which at this time is Elvis, another country station, Memphis rap, country station.
It's just rock. Technically not.
Here's
classic,
our
but yeah.
local hip hop artist of the week. It's like no one cares.
Oh god, I just blanked on every Memphis rapper. My father would kill me.
And this was before Biggie and Tupac, so it really wasn't hitting.
Okay, the Beastie Boys were on at this time. Run DMC was on. Like
Right.
there was rappers rapping. The Sugar Hill Gang was doing their thing. Rappers were
But
rapping.
yeah, there's just nothing on the radio for me, but I just keep trying. So it gives me something to do while we're driving on straight roads.
Marcus, what the fuck do you do?
I thought that I was in the passenger seat.
You could be. We fully could switch it up.
Okay, because that's why I was like, well, they need to be reading and not driving, because I would be.
Yeah. No, yeah, because you already described that. Yeah. You could, yeah, you're in the passenger seat.
Yeah, honestly.
Lulu's
Yeah,
driving, you're in the
cigarette
passenger
in one
seat.
hand, comic book in the other while I'm driving.
Feet on the wheel.
Driving with your third arm.
Oh,
It's a great
switcheroo.
time.
100%.
Kathunk, driving the car.
Crazy.
So I'm smoking my cigarette. I just throw my book out the window because I was like, I'm done. And then it hits me that I just threw that out the window.
Mm-hmm.
I want that back. I go to unbuckle my seatbelt.
Okay.
Do I hear a click?
Okay, everyone hears
Hey,
the click.
Hey, no, stop it.
Okay. Okay, Lulu, you're driving, so there's not like a lot you can do. Darnell, you hear the click. Richard, with your alertness skill, you definitely hear the click.
But he can't do much. He just has to like scribble it down. Look, right, he's unbuckling.
If anybody,
No, stop.
if anybody wants to do anything, it will be a roll-off between Marcus's dexterity and.
I'm about to go out this door.
Yeah.
I want that to be-
Can I do unarmed combat and kind of try to like pull him, like submit
Yes.
him into the?
Alright, so let's roll off. Let's do a roll off.
Okay.
Marcus, this is your unarmed No, this is your dexterity because you're trying to jump out of a car, versus Darnell's unarmed combat. So the way that this works is,
Am I?
if you fail, you fail. It doesn't matter. Nobody succeeds if you fail. But if you succeed and both of you succeed, then it's whoever has the higher number on their success.
Mm. Oh,
My unarmed combat again. I know it's pretty good.
Everybody starts with a 4.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Okay.
fuck.
Come on. Oh yeah, this quirked up white boy's done. That's a 28
Okay,
on 60.
28 under 60, Marcus.
That was a 98 on a 55.
You go to unbuckle. You just feel 2 arms like pull you back in. The door was like open and now is like flung open.
Mhm.
Lulu, make a driving check to close the door.
Right there.
Okay.
This is like one of those swerve kind of dealios.
Do you
No.
guys feel a breeze?
I have a question.
Hold on, I forgot. I had my mouse turned off. Hold on.
Am I still manic?
Yeah, you're still manic.
Okay, I'm gonna
I'm
start reaching for my gun.
blowing on my dice.
You're
right
reaching
now.
for your gun?
Yes.
I knocked him out.
Okay, who's got higher
And he
initiative?
tried to just,
Okay,
like-
we're at the point. Who's got higher initiative, Darnell or Marcus?
Okay, wait. Do the drive roll first. Do the drive
Oh,
roll.
Drew the drive roll first. If you fumble, Marcus flies out of the car.
Well, okay.
No!
Why? Because that's a 70.
77 or just a 70? So
Just a 70 on a 20.
okay, so the way that fumbles work is it's if you roll doubles, like 77, or it's got to be divisible by 11. So 70 over 20, you do a swerve, you don't quite close the door. Okay, y'all are tussling. Roll on our who's got the higher dexterity, and this will be initiative.
My
Score?
percent
Oh,
or the
boy.
score.
Your dexterity times 5.
Oh,
So-
55.
Oh,
You know, not to
45.
be devil's advocate here, how close is everyone following behind this now swerving van?
I'm gonna roll a luck check. 40,
Everyone was just, everyone was just
42.
like, what's happening?
42, there are 3 civilians that are watching this. And then Alejandro is behind, Michael is in front.
Okay.
Honestly, if it gets too crazy, I'll push him out. Like it
Yeah,
would be.
so, Marcus,
I'll
what
break
was
it.
yours?
My percentage was a 55.
50? Okay, you act first. Roll unarmed combat to reach for your gun.
I'm gonna kill you. Alright. What an unarmed combat? Okay. Please flip a god.
Don't
9.
make me call Jackie.
A 9.
Nine?
A 9?
So you critted.
40 is my.
Okay, so you've got the gun in hand. Next turn, you can shoot it. Darnell,
Can I?
If I see-
I'm in front of them, right?
you're in front of them, yeah.
Can I slam on my fucking brakes
And crash the car, yes.
right now?
Roll a drive
So,
check.
so they hit me.
Roll a drive check, yeah.
Okay.
Oh, I was gonna push
I had
him
a
out
very
the fucking
similar
if I saw him.
idea.
This is
It was gonna go.
this is awesome. This is why we play Delta Green, not Call of
We're about to
Cthulhu.
cause a pile of
What's my
baby.
drive?
What he's about to do is
Oh
pop
shit.
the
Yeah. 48 out of 70.
air.
48 under 70. Alejandro, roll a drive check to dodge this.
Yo,
Lulu,
that's not good.
You have no so nobody takes damage. The check was for
DeLorean.
the check is for
Yeah.
if anybody takes damage. So nobody takes damage. You slam on the brakes. Marcus, you are no longer manic. Your head slams into the board, and that knocks you straight. Your gun falls on the
Damn.
floorboard.
Oh,
Alejandro, I'm so
79 over 20.
It's not bad.
20
It's not
miles per
it's not
second.
bad. It's not totaled. You know that. But you hit the
It's
back.
my bond, so it kind of is totaled, isn't it?
Okay, you lose 1 point in your bond.
okay.
But it's not
Which-
destroyed. Like, it's not. You don't crunch up. You hit your brake in time. You hit the car, but it's not like. It doesn't crush your car. It crushes the van. The van takes more damage than the DeLorean. But
Oh, there must be something in the air tonight. What the hell?
roll a
guys?
sanity check for helplessness.
Me?
Yeah, you.
Helplessness.
Because this is your bond taking damage. This is like if somebody's mom
14.
got slapped in. Okay, you don't take damage. You don't take any sanity. But that's like if somebody's mom got backhanded.
Okay, so earlier when I messed with my bond,
Yeah.
I rolled a 4.
You rolled a
I
3.
rolled a 3. I rolled a 3.
Yeah.
So I need to subtract that from my bond score.
Yes,
correct?
and also you take 3 willpower damage. And if you ever that resets when you sleep. If it ever reaches if it ever goes to 0, you pass out. Or
Okay.
you go permanently insane. It's really whichever fits the bill. But traffic is stopped, everybody swerved around you. You know, like traffic's moving, somebody puts their hazards on. You calm down.
Am I still being
I'm
held?
I'm trying to make him unconscious at this point.
Oh,
You're being held by the airbags. What the fuck do you mean?
Yeah, I mean, yeah.
airbags deploy. Yeah. I don't know how to
Uh,
reset those in like logistically, so we're just gonna say
Pop
that
'em
it
and
doesn't make.
drive.
Okay, yeah, you pop them and drive after that.
Hell yeah. And
Probably.
do you just have like your arms like under my like arms? How am I?
Is it a chokehold?
It's chokehold. I'm trying to like make you pass out.
Okay.
I'm
I,
gonna
like,
give
I,
Marcus
aren't
5
I
big
like-
booms. Boom.
Yeah, I start like tapping your arm, and I have like my hand, like my other hand up, and I'm tapping. I'm trying to like say like, "Let me go."
Uncle.
I'm not listening. I'm going for
Roll an unarmed combat. Roll an unarmed combat to knock him out.
because I don't want this to be an issue.
Lulu, what are you doing? Like at this point, Michael is either getting out of his car to check on you or has driven up. So what are you doing?
Oh, she's fucking pissed. She's parking it off to the side. She's getting out of the car.
Everyone's
And she's fully prepared to start screaming at somebody because she's pissed.
I'd say she is screaming at somebody at this point. What was the unarmed combat?
It doesn't matter to who's brave enough.
A 7 out of 60.
This isn't exactly rules as written, but you slip out of consciousness. We're gonna call it like 5 minutes. You're out of consciousness.
Power nap.
You probably walk around the car and you just see
Yeah.
like
She-
slightly like
She's-
purple in the face.
She's, like,
I
kicking and
yanked
cussing
open
and kicking the
passenger
tires.
door. I'm like, what the fuck is going on? What happened?
My
I saw-
headlight.
I saw Marcus pull
And
a gun out. I didn't know what to do. I slammed on the brakes. What's
Not
going
my
on?
headlight.
Can Luann just like scream for everyone to shut up for like 5 seconds?
Yes, she can.
Okay. And she gets out and she's like, I don't want to scream because my parents are sleeping. She's just like, everyone, shut up. Okay. She points to Darnell and he's like, let him go. He's unconscious. Someone figure out a way to keep him busy because I'm sick of hearing about that comic. Your DeLorean will be fine. You can get it fixed. Can everyone just sit down in silence, no talking, until the entire time we are there? That's it.
Oh my god.
That was kind of rude about the comic book. Didn't have to, nothing wrong.
Can I
with
deck him?
You're gonna deck him? Michael, do you allow this?
No,
Do you-
no.
Okay.
No, I will dodge.
Can
Dodge
I
counter.
shoot him like Can I just shoot him like a murderous stare?
Yes, you shoot him a murderous stare. I love the idea. She goes to deck him. He dodges, counter punches. Lulu's out, just knocks her dumbass out. It's so good.
Man, that's great.
These hands are unisex. Bam! The hands of justice.
Hey, it is the
Happy Pride
80s.
Month, bitch!
It is the 80s. It's
Richard, what are you doing? What are you doing back there?
Okay, Richard got out of the car at some point and started making sure all the cars are still drivable.
Okay, yeah. The cars are drivable.
Airbags deployed, just making sure that there's nothing, it's not leaking. He's doing the dad thing
Yeah.
and just making sure that we can, the cars work, but all the 3 cars still somehow work.
Because of Michael's check, the cars didn't take any major damage. Since he passed the drive check, they're drivable. They're fine.
Probably just take off some the freaking
The bumper.
what's it called? Yeah, the bumper, the front bumper of the van. Just take it off because it's dented and just make sure we're not dragging shit.
Don't attract attention type stuff. All right.
Yeah.
Anybody got to do something before you get back on the road?
I'm just.
That was
I
so good.
put his head on. I throw his head onto the airbag, and then I just pop it with one of the scalpels, and I just sit back in my chair.
Wow.
And I just light up and keep going.
This is
While Marcus
yeah.
is passed out before I get back in my car, I'm going to handcuff him.
okay. Yeah.
And then I'm going to give...
He's gonna wake up and be like, what happened?
and then I'm going to give the key to Darnell.
Okay.
Say, just take this. As long as he's okay when he wakes up, you can take him off.
Okay. This isn't in Delta Green, but because of how good that was. Wait. Sorry. What'd you say?
I was just talking to his character, be like, "Oh, he'll have a bruised throat, but he'll be fine."
Okay. Because of how the two of you played that, both of you get an inspiration point, and we're just gonna call that, you get a 20% bonus on any given check this session. Just take an inspiration because that was awesome. That was amazing. Crash the car, jump out of the car, reach for the gun. It's awesome. The crashing, yeah.
He won't remember this, and I take out one of my business cards and then just put it in between his mouth.
She can't stop
Or
hustling.
just in his mouth, so he doesn't bite himself while he's unconscious.
Oh my god, you can't
The
stop
paper cut on
hustling.
his lip.
Bleeds out.
Handcuffed
Lulu.
to the passenger seat with a piece of paper in his mouth.
Dr. Crowley, you talked with our boss, Jackie, correct?
Yeah, I did. Why?
How did she really know where we were to give us exact directions? And we've been traveling all night long. How far do we have to go still?
Well, we're still continuing on 412, and because Jackson, you said we were passing where the safari park is, right?
Well, okay, that was more of a bit, but yeah, you're going to the exit to Friendship, which is it's an hour. It's an hour. We'll say this crash happened 30 minutes in, so you're 30 minutes away.
Okay. All right. Well. Why? What's up?
I would just like to know, because sleep is quite important for all humans. So that'd be nice to get if we can get to this compound.
I know. It's just, problems arise. Comics are thrown out windows. People are put in chokeholds. People are handcuffed to passenger seats.
Yeah, I did run it over, so I did see all of that happen.
But we should be fine. And when we're there, we can take a minute and just recuperate.
Maybe they'll have some liquid IV or something, because I'm getting parched.
Not sponsored. Hashtag not sponsored.
sponsored.
And it didn't exist
It was
yet.
around back then.
They had
Just regular IV.
yeah, they had
An IV drip on all
they
of
had a saline drip and Gatorade.
Speaking of
everyone
which,
is playing
maybe
Marcus.
I'll know.
Water.
And the rest from the
Everyone's
pipe
playing
to the
Marcus.
water.
Can I go look for his comic book?
It's crap. Roll a search check.
Sure.
That's very kind of you, but that's probably gone.
Let's see what the search check gets.
I
The
mean-
wind may have carried it.
It was about like, it happened almost immediately. It's not that far away.
Yeah, I was gonna say, oh, it hit my windshield, so I haven't went, nah, fuck that comic book.
you just
Wow,
went
that's
shit
a
lifer.
17. That's really good.
You find it. Yeah, you find it. You have to go about 50 feet back, but you find it on the ground.
Okay. I will,
Like the
take
wind
the
and
notepad.
yeah. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, take the notepad that, what's your name? Darnell.
Darnell.
So I wanted to do the Denzel thing too. I was like, duh.
We'll learn each other's names at some point.
I'll just scribble a quick note. I know how important some material things can be, and just stick it in the comic book. Put the comic book on his lap as he's still sleeping, and then just get back in.
Rolls the window down and flies back out.
No. Okay. All right. I'm gonna reckon everybody gets back on the road. That was a great in-between scene. Let's get to the compound. So, just like what Jackie said, about 5 miles after the exit to Friendship, Tennessee, there's a dirt road. Michael goes into it first, then the van, then the DeLorean. You follow that dirt road for 20 miles. At the 19.5-mile point, you turn a corner, and the constant barrage of maple and oak and pine trees breaks, and you see an opening in this forest. And it's like 6 a.m. now, 6:30 maybe, so the sun's fully up. And it's wooden houses, log post fences, and a big sign. And the sign just says "Welcome Home" carved into it. And there are dozens of log cabins. And at this point, half a mile away, you'd even see little people walking in between these homes. There are animals that are being tended in tiny fields in this compound. What's everybody do? You guys are basically here. And the reason that you're here is because this is the church that Eleanor Guild, the dead girl, went to, and her boyfriend supposedly lives here.
Yes.
Am I still handcuffed?
No, you're awake, and that's up to Darnell.
The moment that he rouses up, I kind of just reach, I lean forward in the chair. Are you good now? Are you safe?
I think so. I'm sorry. And I'm not looking you in the eyes.
And I unlock it, and I give names are hard. I give you back the key you gave me.
Okay. Cool.
I'm gripping the comic book with it all tattered now at this point. I kind of crumpled up in my hand, holding onto it.
You said this was the camp that the boyfriend was at?
Compound, and yes. He supposedly lives here.
What was his name?
Marcus. Ward.
Yeah.
And he was an
Marcus,
archaeologist.
That's right, it was also Marcus.
And they've been dating for 8 years. Marcus, you have something? I'm just kidding.
Can it be Marcus Pumpkin?
Marcus Pumpkin? Why does his last name mean Pumpkin?
Marcus Pumpkin?
It's my long lost brother, Marcus Pumpkin.
I can't believe you don't immediately recognize Marcus Pumpkin.
I'm gonna Google Marcus Pumpkin now.
Anyways, I'll put my comic book up in my bag and I'm gonna walk out.
It's Happy October with Marcus Pumpkin.
Marcus.
I've
He
never
does not
seen
believe
this
in
before in
ghosts.
my life.
He
Okay.
does not believe in ghosts or Goblin Ghoul. He's Marcus Pumpkin.
For the audience at home, this is Marcus Pumpkin.
Wait,
Ah, yes.
I only know what David
yes.
is.
I've never seen that before. That's a meme that I don't get. That's
He makes shirts with positive encouragement for autistic people.
That's
Yes.
so cool. That's not this guy's
That was
last
targeted.
name.
He is the best.
Oh my god. That reminds me of World of T-shirts in New York City. We could talk about that guy later. That guy's hilarious in a bad way.
Okay.
Well,
Do some
if
should
I'm
be
just gonna,
investigating?
I'm gonna park the van.
You park out.
I'm just doing donuts this entire time while we're thinking.
No, there's
We're just doing circles.
So there's a little parking lot outside of the log post walls, and there are 3 vehicles in this parking lot. There is a Ford pickup truck, there is a Mercury, and there's a school bus.
So I'm gonna assume that they're gonna be a bit wary of like 3 vehicles pulling up to their compound.
Yes.
If I had to
A
assume.
van, a squad car, and a DeLorean. Yeah, that's totally
Yeah.
unsuspicious.
Like it
Which my
Yeah.
car is undercover. It's not. There's no tags.
after a minute or two, people are definitely staring, and maybe a few people are gathering around the gate.
Okay.
Oh, like
what
they
was, his
see us
what
already.
was
Okay,
Marcus's real last name? Again.
Oh, our Marcus's last name is Ward. You just got the first name of the other Marcus.
Oh, okay. About how old would Marcus be? I forget. I don't know where I had all these things written down.
So you just know
Fine.
that he's her boyfriend, and she was
Mhm.
19 when she died.
Okay.
To these cults. Anyway.
So I'm gonna get out of my
Do
car
Yeah.
and I'm just gonna
they told
approach
us-
someone.
They told us she was like really religious. Like what? Like this was like a religion type shit. Did they seem like?
This seems to be a cult compound, Jonestown kind of thing.
Like Waco.
But was it like?
A little more fringe than Waco.
welcoming? Was it more like welcoming to strangers, or was it like no, we are very closed off?
I-
Do we have that information?
You can roll a human int, but I think just by the nature of this is in the middle of nowhere and you've never heard of it, it seems to be a very closed off sect of Christianity.
I'll roll just for fun, but I have a 10% on that, so I don't expect anything good.
Okay.
No, 63.
Yeah.
Hell no.
I'm just gonna approach the first person that I see.
Okay.
Somebody's looking at me.
We'll say that you're all out of the cars by now, and there's like a few people, and they're in Amish adjacent clothes. Now they have on like sneakers, but they are in like the women are in dresses and the men are in like like overalls or suspenders and slacks with like work shirts on. But a man, he with
real quick.
yeah.
Before I go, can I come to the group and just ask, like,
Yeah.
Did we happen to get a description for this Marcus character, or was it just a name?
Just
Okay.
Just
a name.
a name.
Okay. In that case, I will just approach
Okay.
the first guy I see.
I assume y'all are all following Michael, and the first guy, like the closest one, I guess, he approaches you as you walk in, and he's got on a straw hat. He's got on a red and white checkered button-down shirt with suspenders and jeans, and like a pair of like nice-ish work boots. He waits for you to speak first.
Good morning, sir. Me and my friends here are looking for a young man, maybe late teens, early 20s, by the name of Marcus. If you would happen to know anything, I'd appreciate it.
Spits his dip on the ground.
Gross.
Who am I talking to here?
Oh, Michael Stevens, sir.
Michael Stevens. He reaches his hands out and he shakes it. He says, Jeffro Smith. Are y'all law?
I mean, if it means anything to you, I pull out my badge. I'm with the FBI, sir.
Law don't come around here.
Well, we do now, so.
All right.
Mr. Billy Badass over here.
You're gonna hear from the preacher though. He's in charge.
That's fine with me. Anybody I can get information from works for me. Where is this preacher?
I'll get him for you.
Thank you very much.
Right here.
As this conversation is happening, can I like look around to see anyone's like moving shifty, reaching for shit, stuff like that.
Roll an alertness.
Word.
Can I
Rolling
have
shit
stayed
I
in the
haven't rolled
van?
before.
Everybody can roll alertness if they want. What'd you say, Val?
Could I have stayed in the van for now?
Yeah, if you want to be in the van, you be in the van.
Cool. I'm trying to stay hidden.
Because
Kind of like
you've got like a
scoping the
visible. You've also got like a visible thing. Mhm.
scene. Kind of scoping the scene. Just I don't know if I can listen to the conversation, but I'm like looking out the windows, but staying in like the very back of the van, just like looking at what's going on.
You should have high alertness because of like your soldier's eyes. So you can also roll an alertness for me.
I do actually.
26 out of 40.
26 out of 40.
Mhm.
Okay, that's a success. Any other successes for people who want to roll?
That's a crit.
Fail,
Only
fail.
55 out of 60.
Crit success. Okay. Lulu, do you
55 out
roll?
of 60.
No, I'm kind of just staying behind
Mhm.
and kind of just there.
Okay.
Ready to be a getaway driver if needed.
Okay, so your engine's hot and you're in the van. Something like that, right? Okay, cool.
Yes.
To the regular success, you don't see anybody darting around. You see, like, ladies whispering amongst each other. You see, like, other gentlemen with, like, pitchforks. They were clearly working in, like, one of the small fields. Like, walk up and post up, and they're posing. And they are wary of you guys. Richard, with your success, you look out the back window of the van. You see a young child, like, looking at all this, like, from behind a barrel. And he gets out from behind. He, like, ducks back behind the barrel. He runs off. He trips a little bit as he runs off. And he runs into the church. And he slams the door open when he goes in.
Hell no.
But Jeffro Smith tells you that he'll go get the preacher. And he turns back. He starts walking through. Guys, do anything while you wait.
I'm gonna just have my throwing knives ready. Like, they're usually in my coat, so I kind of just slip a hand just
This
in there.
anime motherfucker.
No, because I love cunty doctor with knives. Hell yeah!
It's
That's
hell
the
yeah. No, it's
aesthetic.
so hell yeah. It's so hell yeah.
So I'm just gonna just slip a hand, and I'm kind of just like anyone being weird. And yeah, if someone wants to be about some weird shit, I'm throwing.
Okay.
I'll talk to one.
Oh wait, can you take a dodge action? Is that
You-
a dodge? Is there a?
So that's your action in combat, and you can like use an incidental to dodge, and that uses your action in combat before it's your turn, something like that. But yeah, you can dodge.
Okay.
But you can't dodge a
And
bullet
out of-
unless you have cover.
I'll take. I'll be behind the car.
Okay.
If that makes sense.
Yeah.
So I could use it as cover.
I feel you. Marcus, what you doing?
Oh, I would have walked up with Michael, and like when these guys kind of like posted up with the pitchforks, I'll just while we're waiting for them, I'll just try to make like small talk.
Okay, what do you say?
I'll just be like looking around at the sky or whatnot, and then like look over at Michael and just like, my name's also Marcus.
I ain't Marcus.
What?
I ain't Marcus.
No, my name is Marcus.
Okay.
So y'all said, what's with the school bus?
You gotta get around, don't we?
Where'd you find it?
Bought it.
What do you do for a living?
He like cocks his head back. There's like he cocks his head back. He was like just slopping some pigs and like I guess tilling a field. There's like little wheat fields. There's little bean stalks. But he says, "I slop the pigs."
Everyone else just sees like my fingers like I'm kind of like doing this to my leg of just like anxious, just kind of like yeah, that's cool. Just like clearing my throat a lot.
He said
just like
he spits tobacco on the ground. Said, "What do? You read?"
okay, well,
Oh wait, no, it's a callback to earlier. I didn't even
You know,
realize.
a lot of people make that assumption about me.
I didn't even mean it, Ian. I'm so sorry. I don't know if we even recorded that earlier.
It's no, it's okay. If I knew my situation better, I would have shot him. But I understand I shouldn't do that. But if I was manic, I absolutely would have.
I'm so sorry.
I will tell him, I was like, well, I do read, actually. I like ledgers, and I get delivered. I work at a museum. That's
Get a load of this guy.
I can't believe I said that during Pride Month. I'm so sorry.
Is everyone against me today?
I'm so sorry, Ian. I did not mean to do that.
No.
You said you work in a museum.
I work. Yeah, I read things for deliveries at a museum.
You say
That's what I do.
okay. You say museum.
Did anybody else hear that weird, like, static noise?
That was me. That was my bad.
I'm like, am I hearing something?
He goes, like Rome, like Greece.
I like to think of it like that.
He speaks to you in Latin, but he keeps this deep Southern accent. And he says, "Do you speak Latin like us?"
I dabble. I'm not very fluent in it, but I know a little bit.
Spits tobacco again. Okay, by this point, you see a sharp-dressed, very slim, very tall man. Probably 40s. He's got patchy beard. He's Caucasian. He's in preacher blacks. He's got a collar. He's got a bolo tie. And he's got hair that could be pompadoured, but it most likely just slicked back. Sort of like Robert Pattinson in The Batman kind of thing. Like, he could have pompadoured it to where it's a little circle, but it's mostly just like Leon Kennedy, curtain bangs on one side. Not curtain bangs, hair vents on one side. He's got wider set eyes, he's got a larger nose. And he has spurs on his boots, and he walks up to the lot of you. Jeffro is leading him, and then he waves Jeffro off. He's holding a Bible. And he says to Michael, "You were asking for me."
Yes, sir. I'm Michael Stevens. Flash my badge again, FBI. Nobody's in trouble. Nothing's going on.
He goes for a handshake.
Of course, sir.
He does the double hand clasp on you.
Nothing's really happening, but we just need. I just need to find somebody who lives here. Somebody, maybe late teens, early 20s, by the name of Marcus. Don't have a last name, but we just need to ask him some questions.
He says, "Well, Mr. Stevens, it's quite good that you came here. I can only imagine what kind of trouble the FBI must be getting into. My name is Reverend Preacher Adler. Preacher's a first name. My mama kind of picked my job for me before I even went into the field. And might I ask, before I run and get this here citizen of my townstead, what happened, Mr. Stevens? Why are you looking for one of my folk?"
Well, it is a private investigation, so we can't exactly disclose that at this time. But if you could fetch him, it would be a great help to us.
I would love to do such a thing for you, Mr. Stevens, but, well, I reckon you're an educated man. Now, we don't do much reading around here, but I do as a minister. And I happen to know the law, and I know that the law says that you cannot enter my property without a warrant for arrest. So unless I know what's going on, I cannot let you into the walls of this your establishment.
Can I step in?
Yes.
Can I just, like, pop up out of nowhere?
You jump out from behind Michael's large barrel chest. I'm just kidding.
Luann kind of, like, pops out from behind Michael, and she holds out her hand, and she's like, "Hi, Tiffany Stone. It's nice to meet you."
Okay, he says, "Miss Stone, it's a pleasure to meet you as well." He does the lady handshake, like where he grabs your palm. He doesn't kiss it, but he kind of gently lifts it up and down. So it's a pleasure to meet you, Reverend Preacher Adler. Once again, the first name was given to me before I went to the field.
Reverend. Man, it's an honor, really. It's so nice to talk to, the leader of such a wonderful, nice, cozy community.
Yes, me and the good doctor, we share the same title now, don't we?
Yeah, indeed. I'm actually quite curious about, what kind of work you do around here. Maybe perhaps you could tell me a little bit. And then she turns around to Michael and she's like, like giving him like a signal to go look for Marcus and keep the Reverend distracted.
Okay. Do you comply with that?
Yeah, I do.
Okay. So roll me. Oh my God, Lulu. This could be a couple of different checks, but persuasion seems like it could be one. Human int could be another. Psychoanalyze or psychotherapy? Not psychotherapy. No, if there was psychoanalyze, we'll say straight charisma. Roll me a charisma times 5 roll.
Raise them up.
And you've got good charisma. I'll throw that out there. She's probably.
And is that also?
Yeah.
Remind me one more time. Is that just with the regular D20?
No. This is with the D100.
Okay, gotcha.
So this is charisma times 5. Your charisma times 5 is a 75. So you're trying to get under that.
Okay, I can do that. That is a 20.
Okay. You succeed. You'll keep him distracted.
I thought it said 80 and my heart like dropped and I'm like, that's it. I'm leaving. I'm dropping out. I'm not doing this anymore.
You'll keep him distracted. So to the rest of you, but Michael, I guess specifically, you've been given the go-ahead to sneak around. What are you gonna do with that?
So we're still getting looked at by a lot of people, but
it's like when I say a log post fence, you can't see through it. The gate doesn't have a fence on it, but everything after the gate has like sharpened log posts, like just sticked into the ground.
Yeah, I mean, I guess I'm just gonna go snooping around. We can't, I don't know what Marcus looks like, so I can't exactly just go searching for him at the moment, but I could attempt to take some roundabout route and make my way around to the church.
Yes.
What I would like to do.
So are you gonna just try to slip through the gate? Because I'll say, like, for perspective, there's people watching, but the minister's a little outside of the gate. Like, he's kind of walked up to your cars.
Right. Yeah, I'm gonna try to slip through the gate.
Roll a stealth check.
Did I see them fumbling?
Pretty good. I just rolled a 14.
14.
I don't know what my stealth is, but shit, my stealth's a 10. Why is my stealth
That was
a
such a
10?
good roll. That was such a good roll.
Wow.
You can use your inspiration to get that 20-point benefit, or if you want to save that.
Because I want this opportunity. I'm gonna use it.
Okay. Yeah, you
That
succeed.
totally won't bite me in the ass later.
All right, you succeed. The rest of you see this. The preacher does not, but you see Michael just slip through and walk in like with relative confidence. The rest of you can choose to try to follow or just let him go.
Going to. I see that at the moment. Does Luann look like she's doing good? Like
she's on top of
really,
it.
Like,
he's engaged.
Okay.
He clearly likes talking about himself and his people, and she's got him going. She's a therapist. She knows how to get people to talk about themselves.
okay, cool. I thought about helping them, but honestly, if they got it, then I will. Well, does he look like he's like armed, maybe, or is he wearing like robes or something?
You can roll an alertness check to just check him real quick. But he is wearing like preacher's robes.
Okay.
Be right back.
Okay, Hurt.
Oh hell yeah. What the hell? I wish we were fighting something. That would have been an awesome roll, but we're not. So it's like D&D all over again. Out of 40, I rolled a 2.
2. Okay, yeah. He doesn't look like he has weapons. Like, you can see the folds of his robes shows he doesn't have like any chest holsters. He doesn't. It looks like he might not even have a knife in his belt. You look at his boots. His boots, they just look like regular boots. You can kind of see the tops of them from where the ropes fall. You don't see any knife handles coming out.
Are there any snakes in it?
Okay, with your passive alertness, you would look down and there is a copperhead snake in his boot, and it's, oh my god, it's jumping out at you. No, I'm sorry, there's no snakes in his boot.
Okay, no. Instead, I'm going to, sure, I'll follow the newbie
What's your stealth?
and make sure. Probably ass. Funny enough, my stealth is.
You don't want to blow it for Michael, is the thing.
Oh yeah, I don't want to blow it for Michael. Instead, I'll be out in the open. I want to just start talking to people in the town.
Okay, yeah.
So instead of being, I want to get information.
That you can do without fully entering the gates, which is what is illegal. So like they'll meet you at the gate.
Yeah.
What information are you trying to get?
I know that this is some sort of Christianity thing, but I'm gonna try to like act like I'm interested and just say, hi, my name is Andrew Stone. You saw my wife over there is talking to the your leader.
He's married.
I just want to make sure. Yeah, I am married, but they don't know I'm married to someone else. But I just want to make sure that this is for me and for us. So I want to learn more about this before we make a commitment about what's going on. I want to lead myself towards faith. Being a doctor and everything, there's not a lot of room for faith in the field. So.
Okay.
Yes, sir.
Roll another charisma check, we'll say.
Okay. Can I argue for? Isn't there a persuade?
There is persuade. Yeah, you could do persuade.
Word.
This is kind of Blades in the Dark, where like you just gotta pick the skill if it makes sense.
Word. Oh god, we're good. Okay. 29 out of 40.
Okay. So you ask like, what are y'all up to? What do y'all do? Could I join? They give you the information that with a 29 out of 40, the church is old and they're all self-sufficient. They sell things at farmers markets, but mostly they grow their own food. They do accept members, but not through this way. They have, in certain towns, they have meeting houses, like Freemasons. Like Freemasons have like little meeting houses. They have meeting houses and you can come to a meeting. And if you go to enough meetings, then maybe the person there will refer you to somebody in the compound, and then maybe eventually you'll be able to move your way into the compound.
Is there any meetings, as you say? Is there any meetings that are coming up soon, so we can get the ball rolling?
They tell you that they do them every Thursdays, and the closest one is in Union City, which is about an hour and a half from you.
All right. Thank you. Union City. I'll let the old ball and chain know.
Okay. Marcus Alejandro, y'all up to anything?
If Mike does find the Marcus we're looking for, it would be good for him to have someone that can actually speak to people pretty well. So I'm also going to try and stealth into the building,
Okay,
to that area.
My friend.
Roll a stealth check.
So do I. All right. Fuck you, game. 94. It's my third 90 of the night.
Okay.
I have a stealth of 50, so it's a 50-50 shot.
Damn. Oh man.
I put so many points into stealth for this.
You go. Okay. This is okay, Michael. I'm gonna say right now you have 5 minutes until you're caught. Once we get to you, we're gonna work our way back to you. So you're trying to slip by, and as you do, without like you kind of make a little too much noise, and the preacher, he kind of sticks his hands out and he goes, "Oh now, mister, didn't I say that you cannot go in there without a warrant? And we, in the great state of Tennessee, have stand your ground laws, and I would not want to have to use those laws against you. with legal impunity. Please step out of the gate.
I apologize, but you were not listening to the conversation I was having with the ladies, where I was asking for something to drink. We have been driving for a little while. I'm quite tired and quite parched, so I was asking for a drink, and they said I could go in.
Roll some persuade.
All right. Can I do base charisma instead?
I think this is specifically persuading.
Because I'm lying to him. I'm not persuading.
You're not
him.
okay. You're lying. You're not persuading. Okay, yeah, you know what? I think that makes sense.
I think you should just give it to him.
Just give it to him.
All right. Fucking 97. I'm gonna shoot myself.
He says.
Oh my god.
He says, "Let's hold on that law dog. I'll get somebody to come bring you a nice, refreshing glass
They
of
told me
water."
there was Kool-Aid.
Cool.
I just wanted to drink the Kool-Aid.
Oh,
Don't drink
you're a funny man.
man.
I get that one.
It's holy Kool-Aid.
He says, Jonestown has happened by this point, so he goes, I get that one. You're a funny guy.
That's fine.
I'll try to be.
Marcus, are you doing anything, or?
Well, this guy asked if I speak Latin like they do.
Are you keeping
And
it
so
up with them?
I mean, I would just a little bit. You'd be like, "Oh, where'd you learn how to read Latin?"
Yeah, just through. You don't have to like roll a check for this one because like you got them on the hook, but you learned that they learn Latin in their church, and they, from this branch of Christianity, they're quite knowledgeable about Greeks and Romans.
Okay.
But back to the preacher because now something has happened. He is gonna roll an alertness check.
Can I do something real quick?
Yeah. What are you doing?
I'm about to blow. That's what I'm gonna do.
Hello?
I was letting everyone do their things first.
Okay,
before I
what are
did
you gonna do?
anything.
No.
I'm hiding in the van.
Yeah.
And I have my stitches.
Yeah.
Full bloodied, right? I
And a
jump
fireworks
out of the van
launcher.
with
Jump-
as much noise as I can make.
Oh my god!
I run directly to the preacher, get on my knees, and very scraggly just say,
That doesn't make us look bad or anything.
"Oh, 100%."
I love that.
Don't roll.
Training kicked in.
No
I'm
check.
gonna
Sage Jackie and
I'm
ask
quitting.
her
I'm quitting.
to mail me a warrant on my work laptop.
Oh,
And then we'd be in.
I'm going in. I'm going in.
Oh my
I'm not gonna
god!
go to the van for anyone that gets to the van at any
Oh,
point. There's a
no.
note in the
I was
van.
gonna have her roll alertness at base alertness, so 20% to see if he noticed if Michael was gone. There's no takesies backsies on this. This happens.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm good. I don't care.
So
That's fucking awesome.
you go. Help. Okay, 10 like jogs backwards almost. Opens the Bible. There's a revolver leveled at all of you. He pulls a gun out of the Bible.
Whoa,
The
Whoa,
farmers.
whoa.
The farmers behind him, they some of them raise their pitchforks, others of them also pull out guns. The men that you were talking to, Marcus, he sees this happen. One of them grabs you by the back of the hair, pulls a knife up to you.
Okay.
Snatching his wig is crazy.
Supposed to.
It's natural, bitch.
Okay, cutting away from all of this, Michael, you've got 5 minutes. Roll
Alright.
a search check to
I'm
find
getting
this
some
guy.
ice cream. Fuck you.
Yeah.
This was
But how am I?
amazing.
I can't
Inspiration,
know.
Richard. Inspiration.
Okay, there's no way I can know which one it is.
No, but you can ask people,
I can ask. Yeah. Okay.
or you can just search around, see if you find anything. But you're in
Yeah.
here now. Unfortunately, this team is kind of working a little counterintuitively. But
I've never
here
rolled
for it.
higher in my life.
Dude, if this was D&D, you would have been
Why
golden.
Why didn't we get a description of who we're looking for?
Because
while
they
we were
only
back in the day?
you only had the name.
I know.
Yeah,
but
because
when
we never got a
we had-
description.
I know we should have
He was
asked.
hysterical.
She didn't
I
have
didn't
one.
think
The
to.
testimony
Yeah,
did
the
not.
only
She did not have him.
Yeah,
She
the
never
only
met the guy.
the only person that met the guy
Oh.
was the dead girl, and I don't know if
Yeah,
you can ask
okay.
her.
Just make her
I'm
mouth
I'm
move.
wondering, am I better off trying to find Marcus, or am I better off just going in the church and seeing what's in there?
If you succeed on a search
Brother,
check,
whatever
you
you
will
do-
find Marcus. I will tell you that much outright. If you succeed on a search check, you will find Marcus.
Well, I rolled a 24, so that should succeed.
Yes, that
Yeah,
does.
out of
Okay.
50.
Within a couple of minutes, you're going around, and nothing bad has happened yet. This is a little switchback in time. Hey, where does Marcus live? And then they're like, oh, he lives down by the book house. And then you go down by the book house, and there's a couple of houses, and you eventually find a lady, like, hauling some water, and you ask her, and she's like, he lives in the one with the red roof. And then you go over to the one with the red roof, and you knock on it. And you'll have a little bit of time to talk to Marcus. So, you open the door. Or you knock on the door. Or do you knock on the door? This is all up to you.
I'm gonna knock on the door. Yeah.
Okay. You knock on the door.
But I'm gonna stand so he can't see me out of any windows.
Yep. Yeah. Okay. Cool. He goes, "Come." You hear that? The door opens, and a about 6 foot tall man with a full beard is looking down on you, Amish style. And he says, "Who are you?"
Hello, sir. I'm Marcus Stevens.
Please tell me that stays in. Please tell. No. Okay.
Yeah. Okay. All right.
I'm your long lost twin.
Hello, sir. I'm Marcus Stevens.
There's 3 Marcuses. Holy shit.
He says, "Okay. I'm Marcus. Marcus Jameson.
Right. Oh no.
I like
What
your
was the
first
girl-
name,
What was the girl's name?
Eleanor
that,
Gill."
Okay.
You're doing great.
Thank you. I'm trying real hard here. Marcus, did you happen to leave this compound any time in the last few weeks?
No, sir. I was born here,
Okay.
and I ain't left. You a police officer?
Well, if you really need to ask, yes, sir. I'm Michael Stevens with the FBI. I show my badge. Your Reverend allowed me in to ask you a few questions about a case that we're working.
Okay.
Did you happen to know a young woman named Eleanor?
Yes.
Eleanor Gill?
Yes, I was quite close with Eleanor. Well, she went to college.
Yes, you do understand that Eleanor has been found as the victim of a homicide very recently.
He did not know this, and so his eyes wide, and he's like, "Somebody done killed Eleanor?"
Well, we believe so, yes.
He takes a step back, and his hand goes to his voice. Oh, I've known her since she's born.
Wait.
Sir, what was your relationship with Eleanor?
Romantic. We was to be wed.
Yeah.
About that, I told you. I said it.
Look, I don't like it either, guys. I don't like it either, guys. I don't like it.
I'm sorry.
Guys, I don't like this either. I don't like this either.
Right.
I
Brian's face was killing me because he was just sitting there and just stunned. He looked like the thing of the dog with his eyes closed. That's.
I know.
Sorry.
Look, man,
funny.
this is Delta Green. Delta Green goes to bad places. This is one of those bad places.
This is also the
Someone
1980s.
smoke him.
This is bad places in the 1980s. This is a Christian cult. But yes, he says that. And you're putting together, this is not a 19-year-old man. This man is at least 27.
Okay. Well, he's gotta be older than that. He's known her since she was born.
You can know somebody at,
Well, it's
8.
so. Okay.
Yeah, but dating them is weird, Jackson. That's the thing.
No, obviously! I am
Okay.
not advocating!
Whoa, Tone.
So with this information, okay, hold on.
Oh god, I'm gonna hate editing that.
Marcus, sir, do you mind telling me how old you are?
35.
Exactly.
Oh god, make a persuade check because he knows this is fucking illegal.
It's not illegal, I guess.
Well, I mean, he already kind of gave it up.
It's creepy.
I already gave it up.
You could be
creepy.
2 when
but it's
somebody's
legal.
born, and then be
It's creepy, but it's legal.
It
and
doesn't. Okay, I'll like let you know now. It doesn't end up being legal, man.
Yeah, but it
we
doesn't.
about
You know,
Romeo and Juliet outlaws in
we about to
Tennessee.
smoke
God.
that Marcus pack.
there's nothing to be done about it now. You know,
She's dead.
if they're both, you know, well, Eleanor's
Smoking
dead,
that
but
Marcus
if she
pack.
was alive, you know, she's 19. There's nothing.
I don't know what the
done
statute of limitations
legally.
on it is, but yeah.
Legally, you know.
She would have had to be 9. Like that's worse.
Yeah,
10
that's
years, isn't it?
crazy.
What's your persuade?
Okay. Persuasion. What is my number? Oh, it's 50. All right, what do I got? 16.
50-50, come on. Woo!
Okay.
Get him.
He says 27.
Okay. And by that information, I think I can kind of make an assumption that she was born either in this community or just outside of it.
He's like still stunned. That's why, like, yeah, you caught him off guard. He's still stunned by the information, so he tells you his age.
Yeah. Okay. Sir, have you had any contact with Eleanor in recent months?
Oh, she come to visit on spring break, fall break, summer break. I guess last I would have saw her was end of August before she went back to school.
Right. And how long was that?
Well,
How long was she, in town?
in town? She was here for about 2.5 months for the summer vacation.
Understood. Okay. Sir, would you mind giving me a brief rundown of the kind of religious practices you guys get up to around here? I'm not very familiar. I'm not from around here, so.
It's normal. We go to church on Sundays, Wednesdays.
Mhm.
We pray. We we got Bibles. We take communion, sir. It's nothing crazy. There's not much difference between us and Catholics.
Right. Well, between you and Catholics, what exactly is the difference?
It's like Roman stuff, Latin. When Jesus died on that there cross, it was during the beginning of the Roman Empire, and the Greek, the Hellenistics at the time, they was mingling with the Jews, and then eventually, out of Jesus' death came the Christianity, but the Hellenistics and the Jews after Jesus, they made the Astromist Christians, and that's kind of been around for a while. So I guess we like the stars a lot more. I guess y'all don't really care about constellations at Catholic Church, do you?
No, not really. Now, I really want to get information on the church itself.
Also, by this
Yeah,
point,
fine.
you can hear the commotion. I'm gonna say by this point. Unless you want to get one more
so
question out.
they're-
You know what? You can get one more question
They're
out.
coming for me. No, I don't really have any more questions for him, I don't think.
Okay. So you hear shouting, and you turn back, and from there you can see guns being drawn, and Richard on the ground.
Okay.
What's your reaction to this before we cut back to them?
What is my reaction? I mean, I'm gonna go ahead and say, hey, Marcus, thank you for answering all my questions, but I gotta get back to business, so thank you very much. It's very helpful, and I'm gonna head back.
He's stunned. Cutting back to Lulu. There's a gun in your fucking face, and Richard is on the ground going, "Please help me! Please help me!"
What the fuck?
Marcus, knife to the throat. Alejandro, you've already been stopped with a hand, but now there's people kind of approaching you with pitchforks and farm equipment. Lulu,
This does look very bad.
Lulu,
Looks
you were
very
saying
bad.
something before we cut away. What are you doing? Lulu, how do you react to this?
Who, me?
Yeah, you're Lulu.
Well, okay, well, you cut out at the beginning. So
I'm sorry.
cut
I'm
us
sorry.
back.
I'm sorry.
Your tone?
Don't kill me! Please!
Dial
Help
down for
me!
me, okay? I'm not 100% in love with your tone right now. But Lulu is kind of just like, you know, she has like the standard, you know, her hands are up, and she's just like, you know, it's just very confused, and she's like, I don't know who this man is. I've never seen him before in my life.
Well, I reckon he done came out of your van, now didn't he? Look at his throat cut. What did you do to him?
I didn't do anything. I didn't even know he was in there. Stowaways.
Boys,
The way I visualize this scene,
bring the book
is like-
learner.
Lulu and I are on either side, and Richard just walked in between us.
Yes.
100%. 100%.
And he did the soccer slide to like go down there. Like,
Sweet.
I'm on my knees, like, yes.
I'm already putting together the session 2 out of context collage
He's-
like I did last time.
He's pulling. Oh no, the Tyrese Halliburton like like shit. He yells, "Bring the book learner," and they pull Marcus, and they sit him. They kneel you down in front, like slightly to the side of the preacher. He's taking 10 steps back, and metal back of your skull. He's like, "I want to know what's going on now. What happened to this man? Who all of you are, and where the goddamn fuck did that Michael go, or that FBI agent go?"
Whoa,
I'm gonna
easy.
pop right out.
Don't-
Gonna pop out from back
I think his
inside the
name was
gate.
also Marcus.
At this moment,
Where the fuck did
I just
Marcus
pop
number
back
3
out
go?
from behind the gate.
You pop back out from behind wood?
Yeah, from behind the gate. I pop back.
Wait,
into
like
the
their
front
side
door.
of the gate, right? Because you're gonna have to do a stealth.
Yeah.
Okay, he looks over at you. Moves the gun from Marcus, points it at you, and is like, "You were given direct orders that you were not to enter here without a warrant. You have broken the
Oh.
law. Stand your
I don't think
ground
I don't-
applies, and I can
I don't
blow
think
your
I quite
fucking face
understand.
off."
Well, sir, stand your ground does not exactly apply to firing on unarmed men. So,
Michael, not
I would
now.
put your weapon down.
Can you
He's
take a shot?
Let
No,
us go.
the gun's
we'll
leveled.
Be on our way. Okay.
not until I find
gonna-
out what you've done. You kidnapped somebody.
Oh no, this is just.
Okay,
I can explain. Listen.
This is okay.
Well,
If this was,
this is just some hitchhiker we picked up at a 7-Eleven. Okay, like
Ted
Yes,
Bundy
we're
just
on our
happened.
way.
You cannot
We're
say
on our-
that.
We're on our way to drop him off at the hospital, but we had a business to take care of here. I believe he
I-
might be a little manic.
we
from the
have a
blood
surgeon
loss,
on our team.
but,
My husband is a surgeon.
But trust me, he'll be fine.
You don't. Okay, you don't know that he played the married card. Roll a persuasion check. The gun's leveled at you. Other people behind him have like now gone to pull out rifles and also pistols. There's a good 7 armed people. Only, I'm gonna say at this point, only Darnell and Alejandro would have any kind of cover. Maybe Lulu if you backed up enough. Not Marcus.
Covers Richard. What the fuck do you mean?
Oh wait. Oh, you're right. Get behind.
Human shield.
Dead man walking. Anyways.
Yep.
Okay, but roll that persuasion check, and everyone else, who has a charisma of, we're gonna go with 55 or higher.
By a
I
lot.
do.
Okay, that's you. Put that goddamn hand down, Val.
I do. I'm already rolling the check.
He can play. He can play a part in my plan.
Okay.
That I've been able to do.
Okay, so
I
that's
was gonna do something real quick.
that's
too.
Lulu. That's Alejandro. So what I was gonna say is, since y'all are trying to help Michael, we'll say that he gets a 5% bonus to this roll. Since y'all are helping it,
50 or 55? Did you say 55 or 50?
5%.
For the charisma.
Oh yeah, over a 55.
Oh, okay, never mind.
Okay.
I have a 50.
What were you gonna do, Val? What were you gonna do before we get to this persuasion check?
Start scribbling. I see this situation. I grab the notepad and I scribble something real quick and I put it in front of the preacher, and it just says, "Dead cops equals investigation," and I'm just like,
Okay, another 5%. Michael, you have a 15% bonus to this
Okay.
persuasion roll.
15% is pretty good on a 50%. Okay.
That was your
First
99.
number.
Can I hold my position and like
First number's a 6.
Is,
0.
is it
Six,
possible?
0.
Under what? Under what?
65, because I got the bonus 15.
Okay. He
Huge
just
cinema.
he flicks the gun. He says, "Get the hell out! Get the hell out! Right now! Do not come back!
Oh,
I don't know
yeah,
what business you have.
Absolutely, sir.
I don't know what business you have. I do not understand why the FBI would want to come here. We have done nothing illegal, but do not come back. Do not ever come back. Get the hell off my property. Don't harass my townsfolk." And I don't know who this is. I don't want to know. I don't want to know. I'm not getting involved. Get out of here. You will never hear.
Okay.
And he looks down at Richard, and he's like, he like throws his arms up, and he starts waving off with the gun.
I'm
Damn, he's not gonna help a broken old man. That's crazy.
as we're walking back, I'm gonna help Richard get to his feet. I'm just like, what the fuck was that? Why did you do that?
Ian, what are you trying to say?
Am I still like on the ground, or am I able to walk back?
He like throws you like out.
Okay, I'll kind of stand up, and I'll ask a question.
Yeah.
Do y'all know anything about Innsmouth, Massachusetts?
Oh my God! You're just gonna throw that out there?
Yeah.
Let's pop
This
off.
changes
I'm already
everything.
in
This
cover.
changes everything. I just want you to know that. So everybody's kind of like back getting into the car at this
Yeah.
point.
I'll kind of like wait for people to kind of get closer.
Is this
to, like,
just
the
you and
cars
him?
Vehicles. Yeah, I'm gonna stand my ground. I want to know.
Okay, so this is now just you and the preacher. His boys have like stepped back with their guns. Your people are back in their car. So it's just you and preacher.
Yeah.
And he says, gun is like now waist level, and he's like, "What do you know about Innsmouth?"
You know, some things happened there.
Well, I also know
And
some things
I know,
happening.
I just knew it was a religious thing, and y'all are religious people.
He's raising an eyebrow. Roll a check. I'm gonna also think it's persuade. I don't, unless you can form it another way, because you're trying to get something out of him. But
I do. Yeah. I'm cool with persuade.
okay.
Do I have to declare if I'm using my inspiration before or after?
You do it after. We did it after for Joe, so you can do it after.
Okay. Thank God. I'm gonna use it.
Okay.
Turning from, because I rolled a 49 out of 40, so it's 49
Okay.
out of 60 now.
Okay. He says. He looks at you, and he mouths the words. He doesn't even say them out loud, because this is a word that if you say it out loud, you're compromised, and you can be killed by the government. He mouths the words, Delta Green?
He just says that to me when I say Innsmouth, Massachusetts.
He says Delta Green with a question mark.
Yes.
He nods. And he pistol level on you. He says, "Don't move, okay? Don't move now." He whistles. And he like whistles and points at something. A farmhand brings him a burlap sack. He says, "Don't move, okay?"
I'm not moving.
He shoves it over your head, puts a gun to your head, and starts walking backwards with you.
Oh, we gotta. Oh, it's always him. We get out the car. Yeah, we gotta go after him.
No, guns to his head. Okay, gun to his head.
See you later.
If he shoots that gun, it's going to be a critical hit, just the way that it rules of Delta Green. If he pulls the trigger, it's going to be a critical hit, which means double damage from a revolver to Marcus Ward's fucking head.
Jackson, I don't want to play this game.
This is the best. This is my shit. But you've been burlap sacked. He's pulling you backwards. Guns to the back of your head. Farmhands, guns are back up. And
Can I?
this is a nobody move situation.
That's fine.
Yeah.
Can I try? Like, obviously, like, I want to try to, like, I'm like freaking out a little bit, but I want to make an effort to, like, I have like one hand around his arm as I'm being dragged back, and my other hand I'm putting out like, don't.
Okay, yeah, you're able to do that. You're able to do that.
Just so everyone kind of gets the idea, like, if I'm gonna get compromised, if I'm gonna die, I don't want y'all to die.
Oh, how nice.
Ian, I fucking love you.
I mean, let's fucking do it.
This is I could have never in a million years. Okay. He's pulling you backwards. Guns are out. Everybody else, like, what are y'all doing? You see Ian get black bagged in front of you.
Who?
Marcus, shut your bitch ass up.
Telling everyone. I'm like signaling everyone, like, don't do anything. We're still gonna leave, and then we're still gonna come back. We have to at least act like we're gone. I don't care if we have to sneak in. I don't care what we have to do. But if we walk back up to them in any way right now, the whole mission's blown and he's probably dead.
Luann is just like, fuck, I gotta tell Jackie. She's gonna be so mad at me.
And I just, I'm trying to shuffle everyone back to the car. I'm like, did they not give you guys intelligence training? Anything? What?
Intelligence training. I went to medical school. That was my intelligence training.
Jesus Christ.
Oh my god.
In the car, I just ask Alejandro if he can make a bomb.
I'm not in the van.
You're a chemist. Oh, look at me, my DeLorean. Okay. We'll get to that scene. You know what? We'll get to that scene, but y'all are leaving basically, right?
Yeah.
Yes.
Sometimes a hero has to take the fall.
Marcus, we're gonna stay with you for a little bit, okay?
Okay.
You're getting you hear the cars drive off and roll a sanity check. Also, we'll get to y'all. Y'all are also gonna have to roll sanity. You're gonna have to roll a sanity check for helplessness. Because you got kidnapped.
It's okay. I might just hit my breaking point and I just go berserk and die.
Honestly,
tell me they took his gun. Tell me they take his gun.
Okay. My current sanity is 65.
Roll it for me.
I rolled a 63.
You are cool under pressure. You do not take any sanity damage. But you're getting dragged out, and eventually, they like throw you on your feet. They just say walk forward. You feel the cold metal press against your back. And you also feel somebody like feeling around the inside of your jacket and take your gun. What'd you say? It cut out.
I said bastards.
Okay.
I mean, I figured.
You're walking for a little bit. You're like walking
Marcus is having a day.
He's having the worst day of his life. You're walking for a good long while. You hear a wooden door open. You get dragged inside. You feel the wind stop. You can see through the burlap sack. You're in the dark. Eventually, he says, stairs, watch it. You start walking down some stairs. It gets wet. Roll a sanity check for the unnatural, because this is a long staircase.
That's a 90.
Okay.
That's a 90.
You take 1 point. Just a 1 point. You feel a chip at your sanity damage. You've been walking down these stairs for a while. 100. 200. And then you feel your feet find purchase on solid stone. And these stairs are, it's like flights. So it's down, turn right, that kind of thing. The gun's at your back the whole time. You feel your feet make purchase on solid stone. And you hear the sound of a Zippo lighter going off and catching something on fire. Light re-enters through the burlap sack. And you hear Preacher Adler say, I'm gonna give you a choice now. What's your name?
Marcus.
We got one of those. Well, Marcus,
Marcus Stone.
You're educated, but you... Wait, Stone?
Unrelated.
Okay. You don't... He, like, puts together a few things. He's like, is there, like, an adoption thing? Or did he take her last name? Or how's that work?
I think he took her last name.
So you think you're... You fucking Delta Green agents. And he smacks you a little bit. Doesn't hurt too much, but he jostles you. I'm gonna give you a choice now. You're Delta Green. We both know what that means. Nobody can hear us down here, though. So you're gonna tell me what the fuck happened. And what the fuck you're doing here.
Be honest. Had a report of a homicide. Do you know a
Illinois Gill?
No, this is exactly this is what Marcus is doing.
He's going.
He's like trying to remember Eleanor. Do you know that name ring a bell?
Yes, I know Eleanor, and I know she's dead. You don't gotta tell me.
Oh,
you're not leaving, Marcus.
That's okay.
I'm gonna take the bag off your head if you want me
Where's
to,
my pen?
but I'm gonna tell you now. No, you can't write that down. You don't know this. None of y'all know this. Is just
you.
Marcus. He says, I'm gonna give you the choice. You can see what's gonna happen, but you're not gonna like it.
Okay.
Do you want to see? I will tell you now, son. It's beautiful, but it's hard to watch.
Oh, hell no.
I was talking to one of your friends out there. I run a museum. I like the unnatural.
It's good, son. That's good. I'm sure you've seen your fair share of it. And it's about to judge you. Are you a praying man?
I can be.
You should. Do you know the Archangel Raphael?
Rings a bell.
He's the healing angel in the Catholic Bible, but in our Bible he is much more. He's in the stars, he's in the constellations, and he represents healing and birth and fertility. He takes the bag off your head, and in front of you, you see a lump of flesh the size of a queen-sized bed and about 7 feet tall. The flesh is not a skin color that you've seen before. And there's extremities coming out of it at every which angle, but it's not hands, it's not legs, it's a new limb. There's bones popping out. You see it pulsate in certain spots. And there's orifices in it. He says, do you know what this is?
No.
Well, this is the Archangel Raphael. Or part of him. We talked to him from the stars and he gave us a piece of him. Do you know what we call this?
Can't say I do.
The computer. And he picks you up by the back of the neck and he takes you to one of the orifices.
Okay.
Lend me your hand, son.
You know what? Hang on.
Yeah.
Let me look at my
You're
skills
in
log.
deep right now. You're
Let
in
me look
deep.
at my-
Time out.
Let me look at my skills.
You're in deep. You're in deep.
No skills got you.
Can I?
Yes.
I don't know who took my gun. I know deceased or I see. his
He's
gun.
you know he's got a gun and you can disarm as an action.
How does that? What's the mechanic on that?
It's unarmed combat. If you succeed, you disarm him. It's not even rollies. It's just if you succeed, you knock the gun out of his hand.
Let me ask.
Okay.
What do you
My
plan
stomach right now. Yeah.
on? What do you plan on doing?
I'm gonna throw up.
It's gotta judge you, son.
For has it judged you?
Yes, it has. And he unbuttons his collar. And he pulls down his He pulls down his collar to reveal his flesh, and a full chunk where his collarbone would be is depressed into his body, and the flesh is mangled around it, like clipping into itself like a glitch in a video game. He has judged me, and I gave him a pound of flesh as the price. And he taught me things, son, and he might teach you the same things. It's beautiful. So beautiful.
I am going to do something crazy.
Yeah.
I want... I'm gonna lunge at him.
Yes! Okay, so you're trying to spear tackle him?
Now, Mark. Okay,
Yeah.
let me get in the mindset of Marcus here.
How are the rest of y'all doing? Like, y'all just nods. Are y'all doing good?
Doing great.
Okay, these people are having a great
Dog.
time, Marcus. This is good television. Keep going.
Marcus is someone who, like, he studied archaeology.
Yeah.
He has actually gone on expeditions.
Yeah,
before.
yeah.
Marcus, while he is very lanky, is not unknown to, like, physical confrontation.
Yeah.
And I think in this moment, in this fight or flight kind of situation, because he doesn't want to put anything near that.
I haven't
flesh.
even made you roll sanity yet. So, like, yeah. You haven't processed any of this yet. So, yeah. So, in this flashpoint moment.
So he's in this spot. He knows either he gets out or dies.
Yeah.
So I'm going to lunge at the Reverend,
Yeah.
and I'm trying to put my thumbs in his eyes.
Oh!
Yeah. Hell yeah.
Unarmed
Yeah,
combat? This is a surprise round. We'll call it a surprise round. This is unarmed combat.
What is surprise round?
Hell
mean?
It just means that this is a free round before we go into initiative.
Okay.
Did you get him? Please.
Unarmed,
if you got him.
unarmed combat, you said?
Yes.
That's a capstone of 40. That's a 34.
Oh my god. Roll. Okay. What's your strength score? Is it above a 13? Basically.
No.
Okay, then roll 1d4 minus 1, and you're gonna do that much damage.
Don't roll a one. I'm so scared.
And so, okay, basically what you lunge at him, thumbs
I'm
in his
sweating.
eyes. With the amount of damage, you can try to keep him in because he's gonna try to push you off. If you can keep from being pushed off, you can just keep him in, and after a few rounds, you'll kill him if you keep your thumbs in his eyes. So, how much damage do you do?
1.
Okay, yeah.
2 minus 1.
2 minus 1. Yeah, you deal 1 point of damage. And he yells, "Ah! Ah!" What's your dexterity? We're in initiative.
die.
We're in initiative now.
Dexterity is 55.
55? His is 50. Okay. You go again. Roll another. I guess you're staying there, right? So do you just dedicate your turn to keeping him like this? Or are you going to try to disarm him?
In that moment, so okay, that was my next question. Did he let go of the gun, or is he still holding on to it?
I'm gonna, you know what? I'll roll a Constitution for him. Okay, I've got his Constitution in my head. He rolls a 10. So no, he holds onto the gun and he's like kind of beating it at your arms, but you're good so far. I guess since you have him grappled, he's gonna try to break out on his turn, but until then, you're just rolling attacks. So
Yeah, just gonna. Yeah.
another d4 minus 1 of damage. It's your turn.
Okay.
Unless you change your action, and unless he pushes you off, this is what it's gonna
I'm
be.
keeping it there. If he let go of the gun, I was gonna try to grab it since he's holding on to it. I'm
Yeah.
still pressing.
Yeah,
That's 3 points of damage.
3. Okay, yeah. So he's ah, and he's yelling, and it's nasty. Blood is coming out of his eye sockets by this point. It's his turn. Okay, if he rolls above 50, he's gonna try to shoot you in the gut. If he rolls under 50, he's gonna keep bashing at you and try to use an unarmed combat. He rolled a 56. His firearm score isn't great, so don't worry. But okay, his firearm score isn't great. But he's gonna get a plus 20 bonus because he's point blank. So He rolls a 3. Let me get my D8. Let me get my D8. Let me get my D8. Let me tell you.
That's a crit, right?
No. It's a 3. It's not doubles. It's good.
Yeah.
Oh,
Like a 30,
okay.
30
So this is just going to be a D8 of damage of a 22 bullet going into your body.
Yeah.
Why is D8 at the bottom of the jar? Okay.
Oh, I say shit.
Okay.
If you make it out of it,
You're goaded. If you make it out of this, you're goaded. Okay.
Yeah, if you make
4
it out of
damage.
this, I got
Yeah,
nothing to
like-
say to you.
How much? How much?
4 damage.
Okay.
When you go to 2, you go unconscious.
Okay. I'm at 6.
Okay. Okay.
I'm a nimble. I'm like a little rat.
You're like a little fucking rat. Yeah, so bam! You're in it. You're still in it. Are you dedicating another turn?
Yes.
Okay,
I
roll
have
a
to.
d4. Roll a d4.
Okay.
This shit is crazy.
It's another 1.
It's another 1 point of damage. You've got him down 6 though. You can you can knock him out in the next round. I'm just gonna throw that out there. If you roll max damage and you survive this next round, you can knock him out. Alright, it's his turn again.
I have to.
Okay, once again I'm doing rollies to see if he's gonna try to push you away. No, at this point, he's gonna try to push you away. I'm just gonna throw that out there. He's got base
Okay.
unarmed combat, so you guys are gonna do rollies. So,
Okay.
your unarmed combat versus his unarmed combat. Let's just see. 44, he fumbles. It don't even roll. 44, he fumbles. He drops the gun. Like, he goes to hit you, gun falls out of his hand. It's still in his eyes. It's your turn.
If he drops the gun.
Yeah. And there's no opportunity attacks in Delta Green, by the way. And,
Okay.
Hell yeah.
and picking
was-
up a weapon is not a turn.
I want to say this. I want to say this.
Yeah.
If I'm still there, if I can keep it going,
Yeah.
I am.
Okay. Yeah. Roll a d4.
You're crazy.
Roll a d4. Whatever.
1.
Well,
Another 1.
another 1 point of damage. Okay. He's still in it. He's gonna try to push you off again. You've done 7 damage.
Knuckle in at this point.
He can't see. Like, fully whatever happens, he's blind at this point.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's fine.
He's gonna try to push you off again. Gotta roll under a 40.
Stop.
Gotta roll under a 40. 87. He fails. Roll another point of damage.
Okay.
I mean,
It's
guys,
another one.
Marcus
It's
is
another
so
one.
locked in. It's another one?
It's another 1.
I don't. You know what?
I'm like thumbs in at this point, and I'm kind of like hitting the. Back
There's
of his
only
head.
one more possible round to this. Because he's at.
Yeah.
I'm gonna let y'all know. He's at 1 HP. There's only one
Okay.
more possible round to this. He's gonna go again.
Is he? Wait. Is he unconscious?
No, one more round till he is
One more round.
unconscious.
Okay, I see.
He
Good.
38. He pushes
Okay.
you off, but that's his turn.
Oh boy.
I'm
You're right.
Going.
You have your knife on you, by the way. They didn't take that.
How did they miss that?
Because it's
how
just
did
a
they
knife.
that?
It's a knife. It's not a gun.
Blah, 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 blah. That's what
And
you
because
said.
I forgot to say that they took your knife, since I forgot to say that, you have the
They're
knife.
just ass knives. Same thing.
Yeah, I think. Okay, so kind of going into this feral.
I just want to let you guys know this was the final boss of the.
Of just like I know eyes are a weak spot, right?
Yeah.
And I knew like that was like a soft spot to go for being that close. But now that I have a moment, he kind of pushed me back. I stand up and I realize I have my knife on me.
Yeah.
And this is like my like special like museum.
Yes, this is your special instrument, like your
Okay.
instrument of death.
I'm just running at him, just like I'm just gonna spear him
Okay.
because I know I don't have to aim for a soft spot with how bad he's looking right now.
Yeah.
I just know if I hit him, I'm good.
Okay. Roll
This-
a melee
It
attack
is-
with your knife. So I think. How did we? Because you're trained in it, you're gonna have. What's your melee weapons?
Oh boy.
Let me go to your-
50%.
50%. Because you have special training in this one, I think rules is written. It's an extra 20, so you have to roll under a 70.
Okay. Unfortunately, that is an 88.
That's a fumble.
Oh.
Okay. we're gonna cut away
How do
from
you-
you now.
how
But
do you play
you
honest?
go up
How do you play
and
The cutaway is nuts.
he slaps the knife away from you. We're cutting away. Lulu, you're on the phone with Jackie.
Jackie, I'm sorry.
You guys have, at this point, you guys have made it to civilization, so you're at like a pay phone in Friendship, Tennessee. And you're on the phone with Jackie. And she just says, he did fucking what?
Okay, Jackie, calm down. Everything.
We're
everything's
compromised,
fine.
Lulu. We're compromised. You're gonna have to.
No, I understand. I understand that, Jackie, but I can't control what other people do, and we are trying our best. This is our first day. We have nothing to go off of. We're trying.
Lulu, you know what happens, right? You know what'll happen if he's compromised.
Yes, I know what happens.
Oh my god, this is the worst case scenario, Lulu. Okay,
I know.
where's Richard? Put Richard on the phone.
Okay, about that.
No, I know. He
Um,
just needs to hear my voice. He needs to hear my voice.
Richard, Jackie wants to talk to you, and she just holds out the phone towards Richard.
Richard, you just hear. If you fucking survive through this, I'm gonna kill you. And
She means it out of love, I promise.
So you bring it back to you. She says, if Marcus is compromised, if he tells them anything, we're done for.
Yes, I know, Jackie, I'm trying to get it under control. I got it.
Do you have a plan? Do you need anything that I can get you?
Jackie, look, I don't know yet. I don't know.
God. Oh my god, how did my cousin fucking fall for someone like you? And you can hear her snort a line.
Can I do a strength check really quick?
Yeah? What are you doing it for?
I'm gonna crush the phone in my fucking hand.
Okay, roll a strength check.
That's a 10.
Yeah, no, you rip the phone off of the payphone and Jackie has been hung up on. So you guys are in Friendship, Tennessee, which we don't really have to go in. If you need a store in the town, it will be there. But what the hell is the mood right now? You lost Marcus.
Episode. This is crazy.
Yeah.
I'm sitting in a Waffle House with.
No, yeah, we're in a diner. We have to be in a diner right now.
Yeah. We were getting Waffle House.
Like,
Our comrade just got
This shit is
fucking.
This shit is so tough.
Can I get a waffle?
Um,
Can I please get a waffle?
Anything meat lovers.
Got a
please.
grand slam, huh? Wait, no, that's Denny's.
Yeah, nice.
We're not gonna give him
I'm-
up. That's the biggest thing right now, Doc.
Okay. Yeah. You gotta go back. I don't know when, but we have to go back. How this is shaping up, it feels like, and I whisper this part to everyone, we might have to kill everyone. Every single last one. And I look at the payphone about to like ask Lulu if, and then I just see the cord on the ground.
The Waffle House employee looks over to you like, you're gonna have to pay for that, ma'am.
Get fucked.
This is Waffle House, so she parries your insult and sends it back, and she goes, "You fucking slut," and like is now mad at you.
Whoa, we
Oh.
don't have to use that
That's not what
language.
your mom was saying.
Oh, excuse me. Oh, no, I'm just kidding. She's just gonna like yell back
Therapy
at
is
you.
very helpful for these things.
She's gonna clearly spit in your food if you order any, but she's just gonna insult at you unless you adjust into a physical altercation.
I was gonna say that after Luann hung up, she left and she just drove off. She took the van somewhere.
Oh! Okay. Yeah, Luann drives off
She's-
with the van.
and-
You saw the vehicle.
And
There's still 2 vehicles here, so you're not stranded, but yeah, she leaves with the van.
I just have to ask you guys: Is this like normal? Is this how missions usually go?
Oh, oh
Every
Richard, for you, the answer is maybe.
Because this seemed to have happened really easily.
I'm just going like,
Yeah, I heard something about veterans, and the fact that one of our veterans, in 2 terms, Veterans Squared, decided to do acting.
I did great. I can't say I did great. I don't know about.
So we're gonna have to find the way to get it back. The way I see it, we got 2 options. We can get together a warrant, get together some firepower, and we can force our way in. Or we could always try and find our own way. We can hope that he's okay, and we can wait until dark, and we can try and get in there without being seen. But that is, there's definitely the safer option, but there's no guarantee he'll be okay by then.
Did you give us the information you got from fake Marcus?
I'll just say yes.
Okay. So another option, apparently, for this group is just be born into it. So who wants to be birthed? This is a joke. Thank you for the waffle.
Okay.
Yeah, the waffle comes in.
You get a chocolate chip waffle?
I got a meat lover's waffle.
I order a coffee.
God.
What?
disgusting. That sounds disgusting.
No, this is the 80s. They have that. And it's
They just put a hamburger patty in the waffle press.
That's fucking disgusting.
Sounds about right.
it's a burger. They bring out to you a waffle burger, and it's
I'm gonna
like
try that.
it's waffles as buns, and there's like somehow waffle shaped cheese on it. Don't think about it.
Sounds about white.
I gave him a very specific recipe because it's like a Chicago Waffle House thing.
Sure.
You're like, just trust me, just make it. It'll come out all right. Just make it.
If we're talking about plans and what we should do, I think we all need to be prepared if Marcus is compromised, and if he is, then we have to add him to our list. Any if ands or buts about that, we have to, if he's compromised, we have to put him away as well. That's just the truth of it.
Well, I really hope that's not the type of person that Marcus is. But either way, I think we should
Meanwhile,
probably I think we should probably give Jackie a call and see if we can get a hold of the kind of firepower we might need.
With what phone? As I look over to
We have
the
pagers. We have pagers.
Yes, you have pagers, and there are other payphones if you need to like hear her voice. But yeah.
No one needs to hear her voice, to be fair.
Let's meet back to the other vehicles and get something. I'm gonna go chain smoke.
Okay. Yeah. By this point, it's been about 3 hours. So if your thing was under that, you're now exhausted again. Lulu,
I'm not.
what are you up to? Where did you go?
Back to the compound.
What?
You heard me.
Okay.
I didn't stutter.
Going back to the compound. Can I know why?
Suicide.
You'll find out.
I'm trying to get this shit done.
Oh,
I'm
it's gonna
mad.
be
I'm
done,
mad.
all right. Uh-huh.
Okay.
Yeah.
So
See it.
so you're gonna abandon the team on this one?
I'm not abandoning them. I'm just taking initiative, if you will.
Well, I mean, like, there's
I'm
okay.
going on my own.
I'm gonna say that they're like, thoughts these thoughts are entering Lulu's head. Like, should we regroup? Does she regroup, or is she just going? It sounds like she's just going.
I think she's in like a state of like, after what Jackie said, she's kind of just like, she can't really think at the moment, and at this point it's like her impulsivity is through the roof.
Yeah. Roll a sanity check then to like see if she can get grip on herself. Also, the rest of you roll a sanity. If you fail, let me know. If you succeed, take no damage. But Lulu. And this is for helplessness if you're adapted to that.
Oh, that was horrible. No. I failed that.
You failed your sanity? Alright, you're gonna take a d4. So 4, I'll roll the max for you. You take 4 points of sanity damage for losing Marcus. But you're not insane. You take the hit, you're like, oh my god, I might have to kill somebody. Like, this isn't good. But, like, you do come to your senses. Like, just for the sake of, like, your relative survivability and also the well-being of this team, you come to the idea of, like, you have the thought, do I have to do this alone? And that's completely up to you. If you think Lulu does this alone, then go for it.
Nah.
Nah?
No.
I like to think you're driving and it's like early morning and like you just kind of slam on the brakes and you're like, no, I'm good, and then just turn around.
Walk dejected back into the Waffle House.
That's such a good scene, though, of, like, just who Lulu is. She, like, storms off, but then she's like, hold on. And then she turns back. It's just who she is. I love that.
Just have a waffle and she'll feel better.
Yeah. So, okay, you come back. The rest of you, how did you do on your sanity checks?
47.
Jesus, I just saw Val get flashbanged again.
That's his thing. He gets flashbang.
I rolled a 45 out of 55. So
Okay, you're good.
I'm also good. 47 under 50.
Richard?
Does it mean anything to critically succeed? I got a 40.
It means to take the least amount of damage, which right now is 0.
Okay.
And Alejandro.
I also critted 33 under 59.
Alright, you all take... So Lulu was the only one who failed. So, we get back. We'll say, Michael, you're on the phone with Jackie. Like a different payphone one outside or something.
You're at the next Waffle House down the road.
Yeah, there's another one. This is friendship we're talking about. They've got 4.
Yeah.
Can I go buy some things while all this is happening?
Yes, absolutely.
Cool.
Just,
I want to go
yeah.
with Richard. Is that your character's name, Joe?
Yeah.
Richard?
Mhm.
Yeah.
Yep.
I want to go with because you're on the phone with Jackie, right?
Yes, I am.
Yeah, I'm gonna go with you to suggest things that we need if she's doing a drop.
Also, Joe is Michael.
Yeah, I'm
Michael,
I'm-
not okay. Yeah, then I'm gonna go with you to see if for things that we need because I have a plan. There is a plan.
Okay. So I'm on the phone with Jackie. I was gonna say. So I'm sure you heard about what happened, right?
Yes, I heard.
Okay. So we're not sure yet what he said exactly, but I'm assuming it had to be something pretty bad because they took him on the spot. We don't know where he is in the compound. We don't know who knows what yet. But I'm really, really hoping here you have a suggestion.
Well, Michael, there's a lot going on right now in the world. I don't know if you know this. With the current regime in America, but you're on your own. There's no strike teams that can come in and kill all these people for you. I can provide you with a dead drop. There's one 30 minutes away from you. There's an auto shop or a junkyard. It's called Slick Rick's Junkyard. In that junkyard, there's a mobile home. I'll give you the combination to unlock the mobile home. Inside will be some things you need. If you need anything specific, let me know now. I can have Tim run some out to you.
What kind of firepower we've got in there?
Inside the mobile home, there are going to be... these are... Oh god, I can't remember the last time somebody was in Tennessee, but these are usually stocked with around $5,000 and the similar amount in pesos. There will be pistols, there will be a few hand grenades, there will be any shotgun that we can get from a hunting store. So there will be some 12 gauges. There will be double barrels. Same with rifles, but you're not gonna have anything automatic. If you want something automatic, you gotta let me know now. But there might have been specialty item left behind. The dead drops are really a take a penny, leave a penny situation.
Got you. Well, no, go ahead.
Do you know Jackie can get us sleeping gas? Something that can knock people out so we can make it easy for this. Because if we have
Okay.
any people that resist it, we can just handle it. And
So make a
Okay.
list of things you want Jackie to get you, and then at the end do a bureaucracy roll. If you pass the bureaucracy roll, she can get them to you as fast as she can.
okay, so I'm making a list.
So
Here's
sleeping
mine.
gas is one of them.
Yeah, sleeping gas is definitely one of them. Nets, things to immobilize people.
Tranks.
Yeah, tranks. Yeah, sleeping gas, tranks, nets. Yeah, those are actually all three of those actually. Yeah. And
Okay.
bureaucracy role you want me to do? Or at Jackson, do you want me to?
Yeah, whoever's got. Yeah, I guess whoever's got the higher. But yeah,
Oh, that might.
I have a decent bureaucracy.
it can be Alejandro.
You got it.
Yeah, I got a 40%, so
So is mine's also 40, but we know how I roll, so
Not
not up to you guys.
He's a high roller.
I've been
I got
rolling. I've been
See,
rolling
now
pretty
you're
high, but
destined to roll
it would
low.
definitely change
Wait.
now that it matters.
Ian tried to say something. Ian.
Oh, I was just saying, Monty, you're destined to roll low now. You kept rolling so high.
Gambler's fallacy.
I'm still
Gambler's
gonna
fallacy.
roll just for fun, but
Okay, you got
I'll
it.
wait for afterwards.
Okay, so what are we asking for?
Sleeping gas, tranks, nets. So if we do have to, go on this blazing, this will make it a lot easier.
Okay.
And we're not capturing to like send them off somewhere. We're capturing to make this go as quickly and as fast. It's
Okay.
a catch and like
Okay. I'm also going to ask for 4 semi-automatic AR-15s.
Okay.
That's crazy.
Any mods on them or just standard?
Big
Just
boobs.
just your standard issue with a reflex item.
What you
Okay.
just...
I
throw in
don't.
a hunting rifle for me.
Those should already be in the place where
Okay, I'm cool.
Okay.
Right.
I rolled the bureaucracy. Let's see. And this just determines how fast it gets there. She can get them for
Yeah,
you.
it's a failure. I already rolled a 7 for my first number, 76.
She says, okay, I can give you a list of places you can go to buy some of those things, but the rifles, the tranquilizers, and the knockout gas, Tim can get there in 2 days.
2 days is a long time.
2 days is a long time.
All right.
But
So just
we've got him.
you said
He's
is that what
overseas
you
right
said?
now.
Just the rifles and the tranks.
We can get you the reticles. We can get you, or no, she can get you the reticles for the guns right now, but she can't get you the guns and she can't get you the knockout gas or the tranquilizers. But the nets, the reticles, and the oh god, what was the other thing you asked for? But the rest of that stuff you should be able to buy in stores around here.
Okay. So I guess we're just gonna have to work with. I have 1 fully automatic rifle that stays in my car, and then we're just gonna have to work with potentially tranks and nets, I guess. But I got a feeling it's gonna be a lot more lethal fire going on.
Okay.
But all right, in that case, that's going to be too long for our timetable. We can't guarantee the safety of our comrade at that point, so
So
we're going to go on with what we've got.
So at this point, everybody will have gathered together again. Are y'all going to the dead drop?
You gotta
It's
get
in
this
store for
shit,
some
and then
things.
Okay.
These are called greenhouses, by the way. So Jackie gave you the code for it. You're all back together. Lulu's come back. You can all get into the van. And she drives you guys to Slick Rick's junkyard.
Slick Rick.
You get in, and you see the mobile home, and it's got a little black triangle painted at the bottom of it. Michael, you go up and you put the code in. And inside of the mobile home, it's like a Winnebago Breaking Bad style thing. Inside are a bunch of sealed cardboard boxes. And it smells like 1960.
Oh yeah.
Roll a luck check. And this will be to see if an item from your shopping list made it to the Winnebago. Oh, and a luck check is just it's just a D100, and if you get under a 50, it succeeds.
33.
Okay, that's a critical success on a luck check. So, the tranquilizers and the rifles are there,
Sweet.
and
sweet,
guns
sweet.
to shoot the tranquilizers with.
What kind of rifles are they? Like bolt action hunting rifles, or
The tranquilizer guns are bolt action, but
Okay.
there are semi-auto rifles as well.
Okay. All right, we're just gonna take everything. I
Uh,
think we can.
Yeah, y'all can like look in other
one for
boxes to see what
everybody.
you get, like just the
Yeah.
little loot boxes. Do y'all grab them?
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
for sure.
Lulu,
For
do you
sure.
grab a box?
Yeah.
Okay. You open yours, and inside of the box is about 10,000 US dollars worth of pesos. But like y'all go through it, and eventually y'all are gonna have the right equipment you need. But we're gonna cut back one more time before we wrap to Marcus. The knife and the gun are on the ground. We're back into the fight. The knife and the gun are on the ground. He's like looking around. It's his turn because you missed with the knife, and he is going to roll a search to find the gun. 25 under 20, so over.
Oh.
So he fails. It's your turn again.
I mean, I'm gonna grab the gun at this point if I can.
You grab the gun. You grab the gun.
yeah.
Shooting it would mean that you get a 20% point blank bonus if you're going to try to shoot him. Or you can spend a turn to aim and give yourself another 20%. So it would end up, if you have base firearms, you get a 60.
My heart rate went back up as soon as I started doing this again. I'm gonna grab the gun.
Yeah.
And I'm going to try and like stay quiet.
Mhm.
Oh, but if I get point blank, it's another 20%, right?
Yeah, so you'd end up at a 40. Or you can use an aim action and let him fumble around a little more, and then you could get a 60.
Could I aim?
Yeah.
On this turn.
Yeah.
Let him fumble. Next round, I just walk and put it up against him and fire
Yeah.
for an 80.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Alright, so that's not
If-
rules
if-
as written,
if-
but there's no
if
way
that-
that you miss
okay.
this.
Okay, if that's not the case, I want to play this rules as written.
Rules as written is you do it with a 60 and not an 80.
Okay, then I'm just gonna take the shot.
He's gonna do it.
I'm just-
Okay, with a 40 at point blank range.
I have a 40 in firearm.
You already have a 40.
Yeah, so. it'd be
Oh, I
60.
thought you had a 20. Okay, so you'd have a 60.
No, I have a 40.
Okay, rules as written, it would have
So-
been an 80 as well. So never mind. I didn't know that was your base. I thought you had base firearms. So
No.
yeah, you have a 60. Roll firearms.
Yeah. Fuck it. Yup. 33.
Oh, we love to hear.
That's
it.
like the third or fourth one of those we've gotten tonight.
So
And that's a crit too.
you don't. He
We
was
went over.
he was 1 HP away from going unconscious, but this is a crit, so this would have been double damage. So roll your die. If it's anything but a 1, you blow his head smooth off.
Okay. And for
Smooth off.
gun, and that's just my pistol, which is a D10, correct?
No, this is his revolver, which is a D8.
D8. Okay. Please, for the love of God.
Turns out he was packing a 50 cal. Head's gone.
It's actually a rocket launcher.
And then I reach for
and-
my revolver. This
Uh,
is a
the
44 Magnum.
revolver
This is the most
actually
powerful
shoots-
handgun in the world.
The revolver actually shoots small plastic explosives.
This is a mini nuke from Fallout, actually, and
Yeah, so I think he's actually freaking dead. So after being multiplied, that's a 10. I rolled a 5.
that would have you've killed him twice now. Give me the deets. What does this
His
shot
soul's
look
dead,
like?
too.
Okay.
Hell yeah.
Killed his soul too.
Seeing him stumbled around, there's a fleshed cube in this fucking base.
It's not a cube. It's a different shape. But go on.
Okay.
Shut
Flesh
up.
mound.
Okay.
Marcus.
Not gonna tell you which. Not gonna tell you which shape.
Yeah, hey.
It's part of the fiction. It's part of the fiction.
That's
Not a
right.
cube.
It goes in the square hole.
Yeah.
It'll fit in the square
Body
hole. That
pos-
doesn't make it a square.
Body positivity, Jackson.
Body positivity. You see this beautifully fit mound of
I'm
flesh.
positive that's not a body.
Okay.
That's not
Whatever
Uh,
species it is, it's working it.
And I see this guy stumbling around. I look down at my hands. I have one holding my gut as I have a bullet wound in it. And I just see like the blood down to like the first knuckle of my thumb that went into his face. And I see him stumbling around, and I'm gonna kind of, as he kind of like swipes to grab something and misses, I'm gonna use that moment, grab the gun, and then I'm just gonna turn and I'll have it pointed right at him, holding on to myself. And then I just fire, just like straight in the chest. I'm not going for a headshot.
Okay.
I'm just, in my mind, I want the best choice of hitting him, so I need the biggest targets of just his like abdomen.
So he like turns, like sweeping around. He turns. You look into his empty sockets, and he's yelling. He's yelling in Latin at you. He's saying, "God damn you! Who are you? You will meet the fires of hell," and he will come back with a righteous vengeance. And you blast a hole in his chest, and it bursts out the other side. You hear his spine crack. You hear his ribs shatter. And the combat is ending. And it's just you. It's just the flesh. Roll a sanity check.
You about to start tweaking in the dark.
Please, for the love of God, fail. Fail.
You about to,
Jackson,
okay,
shut up.
about to start tweaking in the dark.
There's a torch. There's a torch that's lit. That's the only light. I'm
sorry, I don't fail. It's a 58.
58.
With, 65 as my current.
you take 1 point of sanity damage. You hear something. It's not in your ears, though. You hear... It's more like words, your own thoughts. You're thinking your own name for some reason. You're thinking Marcus. Marcus Ward. This is in your voice in your own head. Marcus, you need to be judged, Marcus. Roll a
We're never seeing him
willpower
again.
times 5 roll.
Oh, yeah. Come on, Marcus. You put in all this work.
Don't stress me out. Okay. So for my current.
Your current willpower, and then multiply that by 5, and then get under it.
Okay. Please, bro. Please. That's a 93 with a 60.
You look at the computer. You start moving towards it. And we'll see you next time, because we're ending it there.
Oh my god.
Thank you all so much for watching. Thank you all so much for playing. We're gonna find out what happens to Marcus next time. Goodbye, everyone.
Goodbye.
Goodbye.
Bye, everyone. What the hell? What the hell?
Why
Does
did
anyone
I
want to
have
know
a
the
beer
secret
before
that I
this?
was doing the entire time?
What's that?
What?
I was doing a bit this entire time. I had a list of famous 80s songs and I kept referencing them.
I didn't even know.
I
this.
didn't-
Danger
Yeah,
zone,
there you
under
go.
pressure, time after time,
makes
all night
sense.
long, in the air tonight.
Oh, bro, I
I
was so
recognize Danger
stressed
Zone,
out. I
I
did not
missed.
get that. Okay,
Hero, take the fall.
Jesus.
Never gonna give you up.
let's see. That's so
Yeah,
good. Wait, I got that one. I got that one.
That
Let's
fucking-
see what you got off the checklist, though.
Yeah, we knocked a lot of shit off. the
Hide a
checklist.
body. Hide a body. Absolutely done. Let's see. Plant evidence. That didn't happen. Rash out at a loved one. That happened. You threw out the Gumby comic. Hurt someone who doesn't deserve it. Did that happen? I think that
Gumby didn't deserve it.
Jackie hurt
You
me.
were kidnapped, but you didn't kidnap someone. You performed field
Really,
surgery.
you know, I don't think the Reverend did anything wrong. I'm just gonna say it. I
You
think
know,
we
that-
totally
You
got
just
it.
won the check.
We should get that point.
Um,
you know?
wait, crash a car.
Well,
I forgot I put that on there, Joe. You did crash a car.
Yeah, I didn't even think
to
about
be
it.
fair, Lulu yelled at a Waffle House employee. I don't think she did anything wrong.
Is that argue with law enforcement? Is that the last one?
Yeah.
No, I'm saying hurting someone who did nothing wrong.
Yeah.
I don't think Wendy's employee counts as law enforcement.
That's not
You
what I was
took-
arguing for.
You took illegal drugs. That's another one. You smoked. Okay. Yeah, you were chain smoking in
you
the Waffle
think
House. I'll give you that one.
Dissolving the bodies counts as destroying evidence.
You already got destroying evidence because
Oh, did we?
of yeah,
Look
because
at Val
'cause
doing
Marcus
laundry like a
stole the
responsible
Bible.
adult.
Marcus stole the
Oh.
Bible. You already got that one. Kill a human being. Yeah.
Yeah.
Questionable.
Let me do. Okay. Perform a non-violent felony. No. Lie to your handler. No. Tell the truth to your therapist. No. Talk to something that isn't of this world. Yes.
Yeah.
Acquire an extreme
Yeah.
purchase. No. Find a use for the computer science skill. No. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. At the beginning of next session, you guys should talk with each other outside of this game. At the beginning of next session, you can ask me one question. Hey, thanks for watching another episode of Delta Green. We really appreciate it here, and we especially appreciate you watching to the end. Credits to all songs used will be in the description, as well as links to everyone else's social media. As you saw, the party was able to complete 10 items from the checklist, and at the beginning of next session, they will ask me one question, which I will answer truthfully. That means that they've got a whole month to think about it, and you've got a whole month to worry about what's going to happen to Marcus. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you in a month.